Yo, we are live. What's up? Right? Just out of nowhere with another live stream. All right. It's just a live stream. I'm gonna invite some people in here and there, just kind of chit chat a little bit Friday night, just kind of hang out with the fellas. Those that decide to come in. So I'm gonna shoot out links on Twitter. So let me get one sent out that I said that I was going to send a link to and bring him in here. I wanted to bring him in here earlier today. However, I guess he was super busy. Didn't realize that I sent him a link. So I sent him one now. Let's see if we get him to come in. Let me send one to. I know he's live right now, so I'm not trying to steal him away from his own live stream. I'm just gonna send him the link anyways. Where is he? Tito, you are not ready. There he is. Sent one to him. See if he wants to come in afterwards. I know he's got to work like super early, so I don't know if he's going to stay in very long. However, those that do come in, feel free to say hi. This is just really an open discussion. Just wanted to talk a little bit about several different things. A lot of people's reaction, first of all, to the Pixel. That's been quite an interesting one. So I'm actually simulcasting to both my main YouTube channel and my side project channel, only because I wanted to test to make sure that the live streaming capabilities is unlocked for that channel, and it looks like it is because I'm streaming to both of them. So it don't matter on which channel you watch this on. I'm also live streaming to my Facebook fan page. I made one, so if there's those people that have like Facebook, they can come in, ask questions or whatever, whatnot. And as you're coming in, it's okay for you to go ahead and ask questions. You got questions about certain specific things. If I know the answers to them, I'll be more than happy to answer them. If not, then I'll either send you into the right direction for that answer or find out what the answer is. But anyways, yeah. So I mean, there's several things here that I did want to kind of talk about. Is just kind of expand on a little bit more. A lot of people really downhearted about the Pixel 5 and its pricing. As what's his name, John Prosser, literally said it was going to be $699. Hang on, what? You have to reset your phone, and you only have 10% battery, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to put it on a charger, buddy.
Yeah, but it says like we said,
Well, if his phone's done charging, you need to charge yours. That's how it works. It's your charger. So anyhow, let me see if I can find John Prosser's tweet. If you're coming in, feel free to smash that like button and say hello and chit chat and do what we do best on here. But let me see if I can find John Prosser, if I can find that specific tweet from him. All right, so I found his Twitter page. Let me just pull it up. And I know he tweets quite a bit, so I'm trying to just get it right to where he tweets that it's going to be $699, 100%. Because he did tweet that out. Let me see. No, there it is. Okay. So let me just kind of open up this thread. And I'm going to screen share it right now. So it's the way that it goes. And boom, there we have it. All right, so you guys see it, right? Hopefully you guys see it. Let's make it a little bit bigger. There we go. So now it looks a little bit better. So Pixel 5 5G 128 gig going $699, 100%. So he's got it stated 100%. Okay, have Xavier help you.
I will try some.
Okay. Yeah, I know you're telling me about your games, but I don't know nothing about Roblox. Go. Dad's old.
Granny.
Oh, I'm sorry, Granny. Got you. Okay, go. Go. Son, you're funny. You only ever come talk to me when I'm live. When I'm not live, you don't ever bother me. Come on. Go hang out with you. Yeah. I will approve the download. Go ahead and download it. Go. Rain. Go play it then. Sorry. My son is weird like that. Hang on. Yeah. Anytime that I'm in my office and then he wants to come visit me and tell me all these really cool things that he's doing, and I know nothing about the games that he plays. But anyway, so yeah, John Prosser's staking it that it's $699. I have a gut feeling it's going to be $699, but a lot of people are just very, very, very upset by that. I mean, and I totally understand. Obviously, people were expecting maybe like a $500 price, not 500, but like a $600 price tag. Like $100 more than the Pixel 4a 5G. I kind of understand the $200 price hike, but I'm still I'm still kind of baffled, just like in exactly why people are like super upset. I mean, there's lots of factors that's coming in here, but I think one of the biggest things that people are really kind of like not really paying attention to is that no one's really used the phone yet. Tech for your needs. Hi, hey man, I know you were just in Mike's live stream. Did he already end out his live stream, or is he still going? Because I would feel bad. I know he's live streaming and he's interacting with a lot of people. So, but anyhow, just my thoughts. Really, no one has the phone in hand. Like, here's are some of the things that I'm getting feedback on, and that I'm seeing, and I'm just like, he is still going. Oh, okay. But here's some of the feedback that I'm getting when it comes to the Pixel 5, and it's mind-boggling. Just because of the fact is that people look at the Snapdragon 765G. Hang on one sec. Sorry about that, everybody. His phone has Family Link on it, so before anything that he tries to download, I have to approve it. But anyways, like I was going back to saying with the Pixel 5 is that no one has had it in hand, but a lot of people are making a lot of assumptions because the Snapdragon 765G, and everyone's like, why didn't it go with the 865G? But if they went with the 865G, it's going to be $799 again, and people didn't like that price tag, or $899 considering it's a 128 gig and there's no other storage variant, and people did not like that price tag. So it's really weird, just like how consumers are when they look at mobile technology, because it's like they want all the very, very high end stuff, but they really want it to be at a very, very low price, which is understandable. It's just hard to explain to people that if you ask for high end hardware, it's going to yield a very high price. There's just no way around that. There's no way that a company, whether they make billions of dollars on various different other projects that they have, because I know people resort to that. Well, they're Google. They got billions coming in from ad revenue. Yes, I understand that. But it's business. I mean, you can throw a hypothetical question at somebody and say, if you are already making $1 billion on a different project, would you build a phone and sell it for $1? And they'll quickly say yes. But put them in the exact moment of them having to do it, and I guarantee you that phone is going to go for $1. People are missing the point with Pixel. They absolutely are missing the point with Pixels. They absolutely are. And the way that Google's going right now, the 765G, is it powerful compared to the 865G? We know the answer to that question. No, it's not. Does Google optimize their software on the Pixels? Yes, they do. I mean, you look at the Pixel 3a when it had a Snapdragon 670, and that was a capable chip, and the Pixel 3a held on pretty well. Now, a lot of people are reporting that the Pixel 3a is starting to show its age and stutter and whatnot. Before I gave mine away to my sister-in-law, the Pixel 3a was actually chugging really good. It was still, I mean, I can see a little bit of slowdown in it compared to my Pixel 3, because when I first had the 3a and my 3, as far as like speed and everything like that, as far as like how it did, it performed well. It performed on par with with the Pixel 3. Now I won't say so much of that. Now I'll say absolutely, it's very different. It's very different, but it's not miles apart. The 3A is still lickety split. It's not butter, but it's lickety split. And so, but that was a Snapdragon 670. My point to that is that Android was optimized well on the Pixel 3A to where it just really felt like having a Pixel 3. So when you bought that phone last year for like, what was it, $399 or $400? When you bought the Pixel 3A, the only thing that was very different from that than its flagship brother, the Pixel 3, was that it didn't have water resistance. It had no IP certification, so it didn't have that. It didn't have wireless charging, you know, and yeah, it had a bigger display than the Pixel 3, and it had a headphone jack, which was awesome. So those are that's just one of the many, I guess you can say, like the many stories that I have to actually like share, where just because it has a 700 series chip and not an 800 series chip doesn't mean that it's going to be garbage. That is one. Now the $699 price tag is a bit iffy, but at least for me it is. I mean, I knew it was going to be $699. It's going to yield a $200 difference from the Pixel 4a 5G, because there has to be subtle things that makes it different from the 4a 5G, so that way both devices sell. I mean, it's really unrealistic to say that, you know, they should have priced the phone at $599. Because if they priced the Pixel 5 at $599, then who's going to want to buy the Pixel 4a 5G where you can just save an additional $100 and get the 5? The 5, what it has over the 4a is it has the IP rating certification on it. It has the wireless charging. It has the reverse wireless charging. It has the 90 hertz refresh. You know, it has that. The 4a 5G doesn't. Okay, the 4a 5G is just a hybrid of, it's an XL model being a hybrid of being an XL model for the 5 and being an XL model of the 4a. That's really all that the 4a 5G is. Now, those that bought the Pixel 4a really shouldn't feel like, you know, that that they were stuck with a lemon. You know, totally not. I mean, we knew about the 4a 5G and the Pixel 5 before the launch of the Pixel 4a. So anyone that bought the Pixel 4a should have had a clear understanding that the next two devices coming out, like about a month after, was going to be 5G capable. If that's something that's very important for people out there, that it was going to be 5G capable. The Pixel 4a is not. That is one of the things that my friends actually frown upon when it comes to the Pixel 4a. I see their point of view, but I also look at just like how the consumers are. And while some consumers can be swayed with the 5G, not every consumer is. Not every consumer really understands what 5G is. They don't understand that 5G just stands for 5th generation. 5th generation wireless technology. Most consumers don't. They hear from what other people say. So they hear from what other people, watch other YouTubers, and regurgitate what that YouTuber said. And so when they say, like, you know, 5G is fast, they're going to say 5G is fast, you know. Send you the link. Do you follow me on Twitter? Let me look on Twitter and see if you follow me. And if you do, like, you know what? You don't even have to go on Twitter. We don't have to go on Twitter at all. There it is. Link to get in. But yeah, it's when it comes to the Pixel 4a, I feel like no one got gypped. No one should have felt like they got gypped unless you weren't really paying attention to Google's website when it showed that there were two 5G model phones coming out, and that's going to come out later on this year. Obviously, they're not going to start promoting it now if it's coming out next year. So people would have had an understanding and a footing about it. Or most people just want to pick up their phone out of the box, turn it on, and have it work. They want their Facebooks, they want their Twitters, they want their Snapchats, they want their TikToks. That's all they want. So, at the end of the day, looking at the specifications that the Pixel 5 has, and then it, you know, having a Snapdragon 765G, 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is also, yeah, that's the other difference too. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM. The 4a 5G has 6 gigabytes of RAM. Okay. As you progress with more RAM, yes, you have issues like more issues of memory leak. That is something that is a definite. So, but I mean, it's not like everyone's gonna get plagued with memory leak. It's something that can happen, because I mean, people kind of forget what random access memory is, aka RAM. And the point of random access memory is that it's to be used. It is to be used. I mean, everyone likes seeing that they have like an additional 2 gigabytes of RAM that's just free when they have other apps open. That's overkill, in my opinion. It's overkill. On a smartphone, it's going to be a little bit different because you can't like. Here's the thing: you cannot take smartphone technology and compare it exactly identically to a computer. There are characteristic differences in how they perform, plus also the operating systems themselves and how they perform. Android uses Linux, right? Project Fuchsia is ditching away from Linux. That's something that I already know about from like my time researching Project Fuchsia. It's ditching away from Linux, and that's what's actually going to make it faster. It's not using a Linux kernel base. It's not using that. It's using a different kernel base, which then means that the operating system is actually run a lot more smoother. And I've seen it. If you guys have not seen demos of Fuchsia, I've seen it, which I'm going to talk about here in a little bit, anyways. But yeah, I think people's expectations are very, very way too soon. Way too soon. I've been guilty of this before. This is why I can speak on it. I've been guilty of this before. I have literally judged phones before they've come out, and when I finally get to mess around with them, like I go to Best Buy to play around with them, I'm completely blown away by how they perform. It's totally different. Anyhow, so check for your needs. What's up?
So,
What's
can
going
you
on?
see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay, I'm trying to fix my iPad Pro.
Yeah, what's up, man? How's it going?
Not much. I'm trying to get back to doing content because I have a channel, but I've been out for almost a whole year.
Okay. Dang. A whole year? What have you been doing for a whole year?
Yeah, family, taking care of my mom.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's understandable. So
But I
what are
want
your
to get back.
thoughts?
Yeah, I want to get back to it because for me, I was doing this way back because I'm a little around your age or a little older. I've been doing this, and my high school it was a vocational high school, so
Mm-hmm.
I did 3 years and a half of TV production, which it was all equipment. It was the big BHA tests. I mean, like the tape were big and everything. And when you edit, it was like you was driving on 5-speed manual because you had to go up down. So that was in the 80s.
I see.
Mhm.
So what are your thoughts with the Pixel 5?
With the Pixel 5, the way they're doing it, the way they put in the information, like for the processors and all that, is to lower the value of the cost of the phone, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But as consumers, depending, because you got to divide the consumer. There's the average people, there's the techie, there's the intermediate. I mean, the one that's screaming are the techie. They're like, gimme, gimme, gimme. And when people get what they want, they'll be like, oh, why the price is so high? See,
Yeah.
people don't never be satisfied.
Right.
And
No, I
I
agree with you
mean,
there.
yeah, and I like the style they're going to. I like the bezel with the little whole camera. That's a good
Mhm.
style. You know what I mean? That's better than
Yeah.
before having it. Saggy. You get my point.
Yeah. I get
Yeah.
your point. Yeah, the punch hole display. I mean, like, so when they actually announced that the Pixel 5 was gonna follow the same footprint as the Pixel 4a, pretty much already gave it away about the size of the phone was going to be the same as the 4a. So the 4a 5G was going to be the biggest of all of them.
Hmm.
Um, you're right when you talk about the categories. You have consumers, you have the tech heads, the super geeks. You have the ones in between. Everyone's going to follow different, and everyone's going to have a different perspective on the phone. A lot of the ones that speaking out right now, obviously, are the tech heads and the geeks. They're the ones mostly speaking out, about the phone. And yeah, a lot of them are talking about, well, what processing chip it has. I know some of my friends are more disappointed in the fact that along with the 765G, it has the X52 modem. So its connection to 5G is not going to be that good as if it did have the X55 or even the X60. But I think that with those if they went with those modems like the X55 or the X60, it would have still raised the price. And I think
Correct.
that's where right now this year's Pixel is shooting for, is staying below at 700, because with tax will probably be like like 720, 730, depending on where you're at.
So
Um,
my question is, sorry to interrupt you. Why are you going with this strategy, lowering the price? Is it because of the pandemic, or is it because a strategy because before it wasn't working, the sale price ratio?
I think, see, with Google, like, we never really know, because Google tends to just go left field sometimes. But what
Hmm.
I'm thinking what they're doing is, it's no secret, next year with the Pixel 6, it will completely not have a Qualcomm chip in it. They're actually pushing their own proprietary chip, which is why
Mm,
Google's been working with Samsung, and Samsung's been helping them on just basically how to build their own chip for their phones. So that's why I think that this year for them, going with the 765G was like, that chip was going to be okay to handle what it needed to handle, along with the way that that Google can optimize Android on their Pixels, would work in tandem, almost almost good, if not like great. And it allows Google to like spend less money to Qualcomm for those chips, compared that if they were to buy the 865 to put in the Pixel 5. And then next year they're going with their own chip. So we'll finally see if Google can do this right by building their own chip, because that's what's a little bit sketchy for me, is
mhm.
just Google building their own processing chip.
But you
'Cause
know what? Thinking about it, they did it right to go with a low cost equipment because 5G is not fully implemented. So therefore, they're not losing or gaining because 5G is in the infancy. So I
yeah,
think by doing that, they're doing the right move this year.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. The 5G is in its infancy. It is growing out fast, though, a lot faster than the way that LTE or 4G came out. I'll give it that much. But I think, yeah, a lot of the stuff that we find in the Pixel 5 right now, I really feel like it's enough to bring a good experience to the consumer. For the geeks, I don't think Google was even caring about what the geeks think about it, and that's why
Hmm.
they went this route. We'll see something completely different from them next year, because
Yeah, I
with their
agree.
own processing chip, there's just so much things they can do. I mean, we already seen what they've done just with the dedicated chip for image processing in their Pixels, which corrects imperfections in photos you take. That's why Pixel is king of still photography. So
Yeah, but when I talk about the Pixel, I tell people that the camera is half baked, and people get mad at me, like the techie or the people that know enough. But I'd be like, well, you cannot be one sided. It cannot be all photo. What about video? Yes, video being improving, but that's also part of it. Remember, people like to take moments, and moments equals to memories.
mhm. I think it's just one of those things where Google focuses on still photography, because when you really when you take a step back and you look at
Hmm.
Google and Apple, we'll take them for example, because they are rivals.
Hmm.
You know, the iPhone, um, well, I would say the iPhone 11 Pro has caught up to the Pixel 4's cameras. I mean, they're really good, but
Hmm.
technically before, when you put the Pixel versus the iPhone, Pixels usually always came out on top with still photography. The iPhones always crushed it when it came to video. Like, you couldn't touch an iPhone if you were competing for king of videography. But that's just because Apple really kind of puts a lot of detail into it. We could ask Google to work more like on their video. However, I feel like that, that's just something that they're just really they're not ignoring. They're giving enough to say, like, you capture a video and it's decent. Because shooting with a Pixel is not like shooting with a potato when you're recording video. But when you compare
True,
it to
I
an
agree.
iPhone, you can see the differences,
Hmm.
like, dramatically. But you would have to look between the two. So I just think they're going to continue to keep focusing on still photography. That's their forte.
And you know what else? To be honest, the people forget is the software. Meaning they got computational stuff like the speech to speak recognition is awesome. You know what I mean? You could
Hmm.
talk and it'll recognize no matter how muffled is your voice. Mine is not that great, and it recognized me when I had the Pixel. Well, I had the
Yeah.
Pixel for a couple of days because my friend he left for vacation. He left it by mistake, but he had another backup phone. So he said, "Put your SIM and use it for 2 weeks," and I used it. The Pixel 3.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah. Voice recognition on that and speech patterns and everything. It does very, very good. Like,
And
even,
translation.
yeah. Even
So
yeah,
I mean, people's all about photo, but the phone is just capable and strong in other areas. For me, it outweighs. It's having more feature like Samsung. Not to compare, but it's a feature over software. I'd rather pick software because sometimes software is just for me key more than features. If
yeah.
I'm not
I mean,
gonna,
well,
if you give
software is the
me
foundation,
200, if you give me 200 features, what's that gonna do if I'm gonna use five?
right? But then again, when you think about it, you make a good point there. But if you kind of look at the whole thing, features do absolutely nothing without the software. So software is always going to be the core. Like I'm not a person that cares about the aesthetics of a phone. I don't care. People thought this style was ugly. I don't care. But the
Hmm.
software is where it really matters. That's where I judge phones by is the software itself. And Pixels are always well optimized. They're always well optimized for what they have, and they do run on limitations. I'll admit that the things that Google puts inside Pixels kind of like handicaps it in limitations. Yet they kind of outshine with their software on just how well their software plays with the limitations that they've put in it. So it speaks for itself.
Yeah, because I mean the hardware is not that bad, but if you can get the most prettiest phone in the world, it could be a Beyonce, but if the software is gonna handicap you, you're not gonna like it.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, that's something that I say. That's something that Chris Perillo says a lot. It's
Hmm.
software. You can have. You're right. You can have a really good, even the most expensive hardware, the most expensive processors, and everything put into the phone. But if the software's garbage, it's garbage. You're not going to have a great experience with it.
Yeah, that not to bring this up, the iPhone, this is why it's king because of the software. So if you do the software right, that means you're putting your consumers at first. You know what I mean? And then you
Hmm.
work on the looks. I mean, by having the consumer in your hands, then you get a loyal base fan, and therefore you can sell more phones. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, see, I got a message on Facebook Messenger. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, I mean, it's always good to have competition because when you bring up software, for example, and you talk about iOS being king because of how it's optimized, and I give it that it is optimized well, but they put too many restrictions on iOS, which is the reason why that I would like. I tried them. I have iPhones. I use them from time to time, but I'm always going back to Android. That's just because it's way too locked down. But I'm also kind of excited to see where it kind of takes off because Huawei, when they come out with their proprietary software, now you're gonna
Hmm.
have three operating systems to really much go with and what you can choose from, and that's gonna make competition much more interesting again.
Yeah, because let me tell you a little background of me why I got the iPhone. I started iPhone 7, but my
Mm.
first smartphone besides BlackBerry was the G1. I had the G1 since day one it came out. I think I was the third person to get in the store at T-Mobile. So I always loved Android better than iOS, but since I was one of those business, side business, and I needed reliability, so I went with the iPhone. That's the only reason.
That's cool. That's
Hmm.
cool. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you have your subtle differences depending on what you're using things for and what you need them for,
Hmm.
right? And like when you really think about it, name the brand name speaks high volumes for themselves. So like that's something that I do know is like a lot of businesses tend to go with Apple products and use Apple products ever since BlackBerry pretty much like RIM pretty much shut down, sold off
Hmm.
BlackBerry. So like companies I see them they use iPhones and it is a lot more easier because when you look at iOS and the platform itself and some of the things that can do things like AirDrop makes things a lot more faster to kind of like file transfer
Hmm.
than using Wi-Fi direct or Bluetooth. There's the reason why Google is finally responding to that competition by coming out with their own version of what AirDrop is for Android. So
Yeah, but the only thing it just that irked me about Google as strong as yeah, let me fix myself.
no, you
Yeah,
could have
getting
kept
back.
going.
Yeah,
That was just my
getting back. Yeah, getting back to the subject. I mean, see, this is the only thing that Google doesn't have. It's brand recognition. They do but not for the phone mobile area. Because if I see out of the Google Pixel that started, I only saw the three ones besides me that I had it for 2 weeks
Yeah.
on the while. So I don't know why, if it's a strong company. Or I guess people have misconception because of security or they know too much about you. I don't know why. I mean, even though the iPhone is the king supreme in United States, I mean, especially in younger people like high school students and all that in colleges.
Yeah, with the younger demographic, it's all about brands. That's really what it is. And Apple has a well known name behind. Its name is well known. I mean, there are kids today who like idolize Steve Jobs, because they watch the movie documentaries about him, like the one with Ashton Kutcher called Jobs, and then
Yeah,
the other one called Steve Jobs. There's so many movies that covers Stephen Jobs, and Apple is a well recognized name. So when you kind of think about it with the younger demographic, it's kind of like status, right? Like if you rock an iPhone, it's like you got money, or
true.
you come from a well-off family. And then if you have Android, you're kind of like mid-level, depending on what Android phone you have, like Samsung Galaxy, S series or Note series. Um, if you're going something like the LG K51 or things like that, then they pretty much are like, okay, you come from a poor family. It's all about status with the younger demographic.
Yeah, that's true. But some people don't think about Android like that. They think, oh, Android's only Samsung.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, it's because Samsung is a household name. When you think about it, Samsung has been around for the longest time. They built TVs, refrigerators,
yeah, it's
microwaves.
true.
Yeah, so when yeah, I get that all the time because people will pull out their Samsung and they'll be like, yeah, I got to get my Android fixed, and then they ask me what kind of phone do you have, and I told them I have a Pixel 4 and a
Mhm.
Pixel 3. That's my daily driver. And they're like, what does it run? It runs stock Android. Oh, I thought Samsung's was Android. Like, no, Samsung's run the operating system Android, but Android's owned by Google. So,
But
yeah, there's
but you know
that
what
do
I
that.
like that you do in your channel, that you like your channel is for everybody. You're educating the the person that doesn't know. That's why I like your channel. See, some of this tech channel, not to put names on nobody, but anybody could pick up a phone and read the box and say A65. But you and I understand that mom, uncles would be like, "What the heck is that?" In the long run, they're not gonna understand that. Yeah, I mean, you could set up this processor and make the phone faster. Put it out, it's different, but spitting numbers saying, "Oh, this, and that." Like for example, people don't care about those minute details. They be like, "It works, yes or no."
Right. Absolutely. That's all people want with smartphones. Technically, when you really think about the consumer, is just they just want to take it out the box. They want to sign into their Facebook and they want it to work. They don't really care about 5G, 4G. They don't really want. I mean, it's not that they don't want to know about it. They just don't care until they start understanding, like if their speeds are slower
Mhm.
compared to their friend, and then their friend tells them, "Oh yeah, I got a 5G
Yeah.
phone." Then that's when they go to the store and say, "I need a 5G phone." But like they're not out looking
Yeah.
for it. They just want things to work out of the box. So
Yeah. Now that I remember, I got a story to tell you. I did saw a Pixel. What was the last Pixel came out? The four, right? My cousin got
4A.
it. My cousin got it. I was surprised that she got it because she was in spring and her husband bought it for her, and she didn't know what it was. She just got it because she's been using LG phones. I
Yeah,
did,
most people
and
don't
then
know
when
what
I, and then
Pixels
when I
are.
was showing her the speech pattern and the voice recognition and all that, she was amazed.
Yeah, that's the sad side of Google. See, the reason why that Apple also like dominates the market is because Apple, one of their biggest strong points is marketing. They
Correct.
know how to market their products. And Google, they've tried, I think, like what with the Pixel 3a last year when they were launching the Pixel 3a, they started putting up billboards
Hmm.
of like the Pixel 3a's night sight versus phone X, which obviously referenced the iPhone 10. They don't really know how to market their phones. They really don't. It's
Hmm.
just like they need help, and I think that's why also they built their fifth generation Pixel to be much cheaper because they know that today there are too many phones coming out that's over $1,000. There's the Galaxy Fold 2 is $2,000 for that phone.
Yeah.
So Google's going on the smart path, talking about if they build a phone that's like $700 or under $700, more people would consider it as an option to buy than
Yeah,
spending $2,000.
yeah. I was gonna answer that question. I mean,
Right.
5G right now, it's not worth buying a phone 5G right now because by the time 5G be full implemented, the hardware is gonna be outdated. That's just my answer. I don't know if you agree.
I agree to that extent, but I will say this: it depends on the type 5G because remember, there's low band, mid band, and then there's
True.
millimeter wave. And I will say this: I don't know. Do you follow Carlos S Tech?
Yeah, I follow all of them. All of
Do
them.
you see his video he dropped today about
No,
doing ultra
not
wide?
yeah, not today.
Yeah, last night I met up with him and Ray, and we were in
Oh yeah,
Tempe.
he was in your house or you was in his house doing live stream.
Oh yeah, that was a live stream the day before, but last night we were actually in downtown Tempe. We were searching for ultra
Oh,
wideband millimeter wave, and he brought three of his Samsung S tablets. Each one was connected to a different carrier, so he had Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. And then
mhm,
what he was actually doing in his video was he was comparing tablet plans versus mobile phone plans, and like what the priority level is when you're connected to 5G millimeter wave. But after we were done doing that testing, the most surprising thing is that he has like one of those hotspot boxes, those little small ones,
mhm.
and it connects to I believe to ultra wideband millimeter. And we ended up taking like all our phones out. Like we had like freaking 9 phones connected to that hotspot, and we Google searched, not Google search, but we YouTube searched God of War 4K 60 frame per second true video. And so it played the video. We changed the setting of it all the way up to 4K 60 frames per second, and it ran 9 phones clean, no stutter, buffer, no pixelation, no downgrade in the resolution. It held every phone at 4K 60 frames per second. That's how awesome millimeter wave is. And that's why like a lot of us agree that millimeter wave is the true 5G of the future. Low band is not worth a spit. Mid band is good. I think mid band is good for like a fallback in case millimeter wave is not that strong in an area, or if you're like too far away from the node and you drop off a millimeter wave, then mid band can carry you. But low band, which T-Mobile uses, that's a joke. That's absolutely a
So
joke.
so I got a question. Yeah, it's fast because it's like okay, you know how they describe it as a highway. The more cars you have, the more congestion. Maybe it's fast now, but maybe in the future it might get congested.
No,
The more
it
people.
will not get congested because of how much spectrum that's being pushed out for millimeter wave. So like the analogy of thinking of like a highway,
Hmm.
and you have a 5-lane highway. Yes, it could get congested at times, but millimeter wave has enough spectrum that you wouldn't look at it as a 5-lane highway. You would look at it as a 100-lane highway. It has so much room to carry everybody's traffic through that you're not going to get like grid lockups or anything like that
Okay, I got you.
dealing with it. Like millimeter wave is 5G, it's 6G, it's 7G, it's 8, it's so capable of evolving with how much it's able to push through and how much spectrum that it can carry. And that's why like a lot of people, including Sneed, tells people like millimeter wave is the future. That's what we need to be focused on. Because like if we go back, remember when 4G came out, most companies was going with LTE, and like Sprint went with WiMAX.
Correct.
Uh, yeah, WiMAX can go travel far distance. It can go far distance, but it couldn't hold as much people on it, and so like it was pretty crappy. If you had congestion hours, you really felt the pinch. LTE wasn't that bad back then. During congestion times, yeah, you would feel slow. You would feel things slow up a little bit, but it wasn't as bad as WiMAX. Today, that's what we're facing is like which one is going to be the best option. And millimeter wave is definitely going to be it. Millimeter
Yeah,
and mid band is good. Low
yeah, I
band,
agree.
well, low band is not
Yeah, I
good
agree.
at
I
all.
agree with you. But do you think United States gonna get a standard, or all of them is necessary, even though the crappy ones?
Wait, what was that? Just repeat that again.
Yeah, because like I'm saying, okay, the one you said is the top one. That's good, right? But I wonder if United States gonna get a standard because they got different tiers of 5 speed 5G.
So it really depends on the carriers and where they're gonna go with this, right? So like Verizon is fully behind not mid band, millimeter wave. They're fully behind
Correct,
it.
millimeter wave.
AT&T it is reliant on mid-band. However, they are actually, they're actually producing millimeter wave too. The only carrier that's not even touching millimeter wave, I mean, what they are, is T-Mobile. But T-Mobile, they put up, like, for instance,
Is it because of money?
I mean,
Spectrum, and you gotta buy all that.
so like it's like T-Mobile. The biggest problem that T-Mobile has is that the parent company Deutsche Telekom doesn't want to spend money.
True.
This
And
is
they're
what I was
from
trying to talk about.
Germany.
Yeah, this is what I was trying to talk about in BTech Reviews live stream just a while ago when they were all talking about it. I
Yeah.
was like, they're talking about Metro PCS or Metro by T-Mobile being phased out, and one of the reasons why they're phasing out Metro and they're trying to shut down all these Metro stores is to allocate that money that is spent on Metro and put it towards their network, because like T-Mobile puts up a very solid front, and like some of their customers, they just can't believe that T-Mobile would do this. However, people got to understand, Mike Sievert is running the company. It's not John Ledger anymore. John
True.
Ledger's gone. He took it, he took his millions and he walked. And one of the things that we've been telling people is like the big sign was when John Ledger left, because technically when he stepped away from being CEO, he was supposed to be a board member.
Correct.
And then Mike Sievert was going to be the CEO. But when John Ledger became a board member, he walked away from that. So that was like a big sign to tell people something was wrong.
But you know why? Honestly, I think because he didn't have enough voice in the company like he wanted it to. So that's why he left.
That could be one reason. Another reason that people believe he left was because after Mike Sievert became CEO, he finally seen what they were going to do to T-Mobile. And John Ledger, everyone knows him. He loved T-Mobile. Like everything he wore was T-Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he made all these promises about the merger with Sprint and how, it was going to create more jobs and how they was going to do this and do that, and everyone was on board for the merger and supportive of it, and then he comes to find out now that he's not CEO, they're not really going to honor those promises. Yeah, he has no control over the company anymore, so he walked away. That's what a lot of people think happened. Because even now, if you watch him on Periscope, he wears nothing of T-Mobile.
True.
But I mean, he does have a no compete clause, so he cannot bash T-Mobile. He cannot side with another company. He can't, be hired for a job against one of their competitors. He has a no compete clause, so he just has to stay hush.
He's good. He got money. You know what I mean?
But I mean, that was like the writing on the wall. He didn't even stay to be on one of the board members, because Mike Sievert is putting up a front. Neville Ray can only do so much. Neville Ray is basically, I call him a genius because he is keeping T-Mobile customers happy with his explanations of things, even though it's a lot of BS. It's a lot of BS. They haven't even deployed Band 71 across the entire United States yet.
That's true.
It's still only in like limited markets. And that Band 71 and 41 was what they're going to base their 5G off of. That's their low band.
True. So, which carrier are you running now?
So I'm running, on my Pixel 3, I have AT&T. I think Carlos says AT&T Business Elite. But yeah, it's one of the lines on his business account. So, because he wants me to always like test it and test AT&T. And then my main daily driver that's mine is Visible.
I have T-Mobile, but I've been with T-Mobile almost 14 years, going on December. Yeah. But I'm a grandfather, and also I got 3 lines. One of the lines I don't pay for nothing. I don't know if you remember, that was giving out unlimited plans.
Yeah.
So I had a phone, so I just gave it to my niece because she was in college. So I did that. So I was like, oh, let me help her. And I never paid for the line for the past 4 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer this one. Yeah, I get you. Millimeter wave bands cannot travel long range. But here's the thing, Michael. Verizon's well aware of this. This is why, like, where we tested ultra wideband, where we tested it out, the Sun Devil Stadium had nodes on the inside and outside. All along the road that we were going to, every few blocks, they had nodes built out. So it's not like they're gonna stick one tower with the nodes on it and expect that to cover a 60-mile radius. Verizon's not that dumb. They know how to build this out. Just like AT&T, what was it? I forgot. Content creator was talking about it on his live stream. AT&T is going to be coming out with AirGig, which is their way of deployment. So you have your AT&T towers, and then if I'm remembering it correctly, throughout the power lines above ground, every so often there will be like kind of like a node itself on there being powered by those power lines. That is like it's like a repeater. So the tower sends the signal, that little thing gets it and disperses it and amplifies the signal, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of these companies are well aware of how they're building it out. Like, we can't judge millimeter wave, mid-band at this point right now because, like it said, it's in its infancy, it's in its beta. Wait till it's rolled out. But Verizon's going to roll it out faster because they spend their money on the network, rather than T-Mobile, that has not spent their money on their network, has not built out anything, has not upgraded towers. As a matter of fact, with this merger, they are decommissioning certain Sprint towers if they don't need that specific tower. Rather than using that tower and upgrading it, putting their panels on it to build a stronger network, they're just going to decommission it, which I think is a stupid idea.
Yeah, I agree. That's what people was telling me the other day. I was reading articles about that. Exactly the same thing you said.
Low mid-band is better in my opinion. It might be slower, but the coverage in area is larger. Okay, so here's the thing with that. What's that going to do for rural area? Because that's one of the things that T-Mobile promised, was that they were going to cover rural areas. But you're looking at T-Mobile right now, and first of all, they lied about having standalone 5G. They don't have SA, they have NSA. So they have non-standalone 5G. I'm going to call it like it is, the same way like Sneed calls it, the same way like Carlos calls it, because we search into this, we research it. And of course, Sneed and Carlos, they have their inside sources, and one of them happens to be a T-Mobile RF and an RF engineer. So he knows the towers. And I get it, you know what I mean? But I would agree with you if low band, mid-band 5G, let's take T-Mobile for example. If you ran a speed test on T-Mobile 5G and you were able to yank down, let's say just 400 megabits per second down and like maybe 80 megabits per second up, right? And then if you run a speed test on LTE, it'd be like 150 down, maybe like 35 up. But it's hard to back that and say that low band, mid-band is better when even B-Tech Review said it. His LTE download and upload was a lot stronger than when he was connected to 5G on his T-Mobile Revel.
Correct.
See, that's the problem, is where their 5G is weaker than their LTE. When you really think about it, yes, they're not standalone. Their 5G is still dependent on an LTE signal to carry it. So it's not just straight pure 5G alone. And with the LTE that's backing it, since it's non-standalone, for it to produce those types of speeds, that's actually bad. Mike Seaberg is ruining T-Mobile. Yeah, you are right. Latrell, you should be coming in here soon, Latrell. Wait, you're not being able to come in tonight? Oh, okay. No problem, bro. It's all good. Big John Tech Reviews. Yo, what's up, man? Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, see, this is what I like, because you're having the conversation that other tech channels don't have, and then people get more informed. You know what I mean? And that's the key: knowledge, information. The more we know, the better we understand, and we can explain to our customers or viewers, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of things that I'm saying right now, I learned it from Sneed and from Carlos. They say the same things in their live streams, man.
Yeah, but that's what. Let me clarify that. But you took the time yourself to learn it, even though they were teaching it. See, it's like I said, it's a reaction, a change. You want to learn to pass it along to other people. It's also up to the individual person. There's the people that like to help, and there's the lazy YouTubers, and there's the good YouTubers. I mean, and everything, there's a mix.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this much: the SMT community is amazing, and all the stuff that we have. This is where we learn it from. Like even Sneed learns it, from his extensive research on it, and then he does the same thing like me. He just tries to make it to where other people can understand it and teach everybody about it. Carlos, he does the speed testing since he travels for his business, so he does the speed testing so people can see the real world usage. Like we can always explain how millimeter wave should be, how mid band should be, how low band should be. But Carlos shows us exactly what it's going to be because he has the phones that can connect to it and he does his speed test. You know, we all work in tandem to just try to bring out this information. And you know, again, like it sounds like I'm bashing T-Mobile, but I absolutely don't want T-Mobile to fail. I need them to be better because I also have Google Fi, which now solely depends on T-Mobile because we don't have US Cellular here in Phoenix, and its speeds are horrible. I can't depend on it. And so I need them to do better, or if not, you know, strike a deal with Verizon or AT&T as another network that it can connect to bring back the smart switch capability that Google Fi phones have. One or the other.
It's true because you know competition equal innovation. People push each other. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, no, we need it back. We need T-Mobile to do good. T-Mobile needs to do good because then they'll bring the competition like they've said they were going to do. That would push, you know, because that's where it's at. When you have Verizon and AT&T totally dominating, then the competition slows down. There's not enough innovation. There's not enough value. The consumers lose out because they're not doing everything they can to get consumers. So this is why, like, you know, we kind of like we show what T-Mobile is lying about. So that way they'll stop their lies and they'll just do what they promised they were going to do. Their focus was on low band and mid band. So then I want to see them really make low band and mid band work. And if it works, great. Then good. Consumers win because they'll have millimeter wave, they'll have mid band and low band. They'll have all three.
But see, that's the point that I get frustrated because you do all that, right? And I've seen it time to time. It's called haters. They'll be like, oh, but I'm doubting him because he doesn't work for the industry. He's just researching off papers. But no, you got people. I mean, because people say you could read that all over the internet. I heard of it. You know, I didn't say none, but, you know, because I've been watching the videos since many years, you know.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's just not, it just get me irked because you're the one other person that I go for information. I trust you. I trust the group you are because you are giving bad information. You got evidence. You know, Carlos Travel, like you say. So there's the proof. But you know, I mean, people's gonna be people. What can you do?
People will be people. You're right. It's just like what was it? Carlos showed the picture. This was actually kind of sad. So he used Cell Mapper to find, you know, where certain towers are for certain carriers. There was one that he took a picture of and shared it with all of us. I think it was on Twitter. It showed the panels, right? And so like these are the panel nodes that your phone connects to. Now here's the funny thing about it. They put new panels on it and they disconnected the fiber line to the old panels, but they didn't take down the old panels, which is why some T-Mobile customers have bad connection, because if that panel is still being powered, even though it doesn't have fiber to connect to a signal, your phone will still connect to that panel. So it's like a panel that's putting out signal with absolutely no internet connection, and your phone is connecting to it. And then this is the type of crap that T-Mobile does. They rather than just take it down or turn it off so no one connects to that panel, they just disconnect the fiber line but leave the panel running because they put new panels above it. And it's just like, so if somebody has a phone that doesn't connect to the newer LTE bands, like say their phones don't connect to band 66 or band 71, it's going to connect to an older band, which that node is pushing out, but there's no internet to it. So they get no cellular signal, no phone calls, no text, no data, but they're connected to an LTE signal that's not outputting anything because T-Mobile's lazy. They didn't want to take it down. And that's some of the things that we report on with T-Mobile. It's like, we don't hate them. They just need to do better. First of all, they need to get rid of Mike Sievert. That guy does not know what he's doing.
I agree. And you know, the problem right there, that's when the story begins. They begin the demise of falling and failing because people be like, oh, you're not doing what you're supposed to. People don't care about none of that. People say, it works. If it don't work, bye, I'm out. No matter if they have to pay $30 more.
Yeah,
all
they
about
will.
Reliability. That's the key word.
Yeah, that's absolutely it. The consumers don't give a crap about exactly what the nitty-gritty details are with all this, you know, stuff that is being said. But when a network is trash for them, they'll just simply pour it out. That's you know, that's inevitable. And that's the thing, is that T-Mobile is hemorrhaging customers. Even though they have the T-Mobile Tuesdays, they whatever the hell they want to offer with it, you know, their customers are leaving because there's been ever since the T-Mobile merger. And I don't even know why they tried to push 1 million Sprint customers onto the T-Mobile network all at once, because that's exactly what caused the nationwide shutdown.
Trust me, that's a no.
Yeah, they just you can't do that. Like your highway analogy, that's like throwing 1 million cars on a highway road that already has 1 million cars on it.
And only reason I understand this a lot because I took a course for 1 year of networking. So I mean, not certified, but I took the class for a whole year. So I understand networking. You know, it's like a highway. You got to get the data package, go back and forth. You know,
Red 1082. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, man.
No, it's just fun. But you know that's the demise. Like I say, it's all the key on the word satisfaction. Satisfaction is the problem. If you're not satisfied, you're gonna go somewhere else, and then people wonder, oh, why is this company going down? It's gonna happen regardless of what. And sometimes it needs to happen so the company could wake up. Sometimes the company got to go down. Be like, okay, I'm losing customers. They got to wake up because sometimes they got to get slapped in their face in order to open their eyes. I don't know if you agree with me.
I agree with you on that. KJ Wild One, thanks for coming in, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's I don't know, man. T-Mobile just they really need to get rid of Mike Sievert. They really do. Deutsche Telekom really needs to start spending money. They can't expect their company T-Mobile to produce money if they don't spend money to build out the network. They're going to fall way behind.
They never care. At one point, they wanted to sell it. Remember back in the days. So,
you're right. You're absolutely right. That speaks volumes. Is that they wanted to sell them because most people forget that first of all, AT&T was looking to buy them, and then the FCC said no on that because it had been a monopoly. And that's where Snead explained to everybody that's the reason why I think he said that they got band 12 because the merger between AT&T and T-Mobile was not approved. AT&T had to release a certain amount of the spectrum that they held, which was band 12, and that was given to T-Mobile. But band 12 doesn't really do anything. It's crappy. So then Sprint was going to buy T-Mobile, but that deal wouldn't fall through as SoftBank and Deutsche Telekom were going back and forth on who was going to own percentages of what. That deal fell through. And then the merger came back, but this time they did a complete reverse where T-Mobile was now going to merge with Sprint. Sprint was going to merge with them. But that's because T-Mobile wanted to get band 41. They needed band 41, that 2.5 gigahertz signal. They needed that with band 71, which was the 600 megahertz spectrum, to make their low band. That's what they're relying on. They went Sprint.
But the thing they did stupid, I agree with you, is why they put the switch at once. They should have switched little by little.
Yeah, it was a stupid move. I mean, they didn't. So like the Sprint accounts didn't completely like merge over to T-Mobile. They tried to do it, and it shut down the network, and that's where like everyone was freaking out. And even then, when that happened, rather than T-Mobile, like, taking, admitting fault, they hid behind it. Yeah, they made people believe Verizon shut down and AT&T shut down. And it was like, no, the only network that shut down was T-Mobile. And the reason why it looked like Verizon and AT&T did was because when Verizon customers called anyone that had a T-Mobile phone, it wouldn't even ring. And so they were thinking that their network was down.
Yeah, but I was the lucky one out of all that. Nothing went down for me. For my aunts, uncles, they had Metro and all that, but I never had no problem. I keep calling people fine. I don't know why.
No, that's good. So it didn't superly affect your area, but
it did a bunch of Metro customers, but not me. Well, out of 3 people on my building didn't affect it, but other people got affected, even being on T-Mobile, not Metro. So I don't know how they got affected, not me, if we're the same vicinity and area.
Yeah, they should have affected all of you guys.
And it's just weird. I don't know. I kept talking, and I had no problem. I keep watching videos and everything. It was weird.
Yeah, that is weird. It should have affected even Metro customers because, again, that's the other thing that people don't understand too. It's just like for instance, like I have Visible. I know Visible is going to have its limitations because of its priority level. Like, people also got to understand when you have, a big company. So like let's take AT&T for example. AT&T has AT&T Business, then AT&T Consumer. Then it has AT&T prepaid. It has Cricket. I believe it also has FirstNet. So there's priority levels that people are going to experience. Like Cricket is obviously going to be a lower priority because it's prepaid. They're going to have just enough network access to, give them like a good connection, but not the best you would have if you were on a consumer plan, which is postpaid. Or even if, let's say, you had a business elite plan, which is obviously business, which, is going to get a higher priority because they're going to want to take care of businesses that sign up with a business account and open up 100 lines with AT&T. So there's priority levels to this. Of course, consumers don't understand that. They don't know about it. They won't care until it's explained to them, and then they kind of then understand why their prepaid is slower than their friend's postpaid.
But some people argue with me and say this company is better than this one. Yeah, there's companies that are ahead, but I specify to them, it's not the company. If you live in an area that company is not gonna work, you go for the next thing that works. You know what I mean? It's all subjective. Depends where you live. Yeah, with you call that Verizon is better because they got more stuff, but it depends on your area. So it's all subjective. That's my opinion. People are like, no, you know what you're talking about because I've been with the company 5 years and it works fine. Well, it works fine because you're in an area you don't travel a lot. It depends. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a lot of scenarios to break it down.
Yeah. Tex1B, what's up, bro? How's it going, man? He caught me on the Facebook fan page. I'm like multi-streaming to 3 places at the same time.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. So other than that, I mean, besides the network, so what phones are you currently carrying right now?
I only got one. I got this one because I had I think it was something new mobile G something 3 that I won from
the
AC.
G3? Wait, the G3 or the G3 Plus?
I don't recall. I won it from a AC Computer Solution, and I gave it to my father because he was using a government phone. So I gave it to him, and I put him on the plan. I said, "I got you. That I paid for it." You know what I'm saying?
Nice. Yeah, New Mobile's about to drop another phone too. I've been seeing it on Instagram because I
think it's the 3. It's not the Plus.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Whatever came out this year.
This year?
At the beginning, I think it said it was a 2000 phone, if I'm not mistaken, or late 2019.
The newest one was the X6. Hold on, I think I got the box for it. Let me see if I grab it back.
Oh yeah, that's the one that I got then, not the 3.
Okay, the X6.
It is the 6.
100%. Yeah. New Mobile's coming out with another phone right now. I'm trying to see if they're sending any out to anyone that they've used before to review them. But like the guy on Twitter, the Twitter account shut down. So yeah, because that's who I used to talk to on Twitter, and then they would be like, okay, they would get my address from me, and then they would send me the phone to review. The last time they sent me the X6, they gave me a bunch of other like New Mobile stuff like cups, water canteen, pop socket.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah. But like, yeah, the Twitter account shut down. So like, I don't know who I talked to work with New Mobile, because New Mobile, their phones is pretty decent for being, mid-range, low budget. Let's see. Update might join anyways. All right, Latrell.
All right, cool.
Link is there for you. I sent it to you on Twitter, bro. Just come on in.
Oh, you deleted the other link that you posted on the chat?
I posted it directly to him on Twitter on his DM.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so he has it. Then I was just like, I don't know. It's hard looking for everybody on Twitter. So then I just like, screw it. I'll just post it in the chat here, because anyone that comes in here that wants to troll, I don't have to let them in. I can just boot them out.
True, I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah. StreamYard's a good source to live stream to YouTube. You can hold. I mean, I have the paid version. I pay $25 a month, but I can hold 10 people. Yeah.
And you know what I like it? I like the simplicity and the ease of it. You don't have to, because people be like, oh, let's go to OBS, but OBS is too much work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, OBS, you have a little bit of things to tinker around with. But I mean, there's another, it is based off OBS, but I forgot what it's called. I found it on the Play Store.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Streamlab.
I can't remember. Yeah, Streamlab. There you go.
Yeah, Streamlab actually is OBS, but it's more simplified.
Yeah. So, I mean, some people be like, oh, because I need this 4K. No. I mean, if you look at it, our live stream pros, that channel, they say, it's good to, if you got a clear signal, super crispy, and then do 1080p is good. You don't have to need all that. It just
Yeah.
convey your message, and you could get a lot. You know what I'm saying? Look what we're
Yeah.
doing. We're conveying a message to our audience and speaking it and relating back and forth.
Tech One, you're about to unbox the Revel 5G.
Oh,
See,
he got it.
yeah, I don't know about the Revel 5G because
Yeah.
Carlos got it, and within like, so he bought it. I was watching his Periscope live stream. He bought it at T-Mobile. He left with it. He put his main T-Mobile SIM in it. And what I found sketchy about the Revel 5G is the screen display is not very bright. So he had it on max brightness because he was outside in the sun. But at the time he got home, he literally had screen burning on the Revel
What?
5G. Yeah. He had screen burning. Like the blacks was no longer a deep black. It was like a very light blue. And you could just see it on the display. Colors was just all out of whack. And I was like, maybe he got a defective one. I don't know. But
Thanks for bringing that up. I hate when people say that. Oh, your phone is messed up. Always, your phone is messed up. This and that. And sometimes it's not messed up. It's sometimes just need to get update. And you know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, so when I saw that from Carlos, I was like, the Revel 5G, I'm kind of sketchy about that one. But I don't know. It's like I try to be optimistic. So maybe he like his was just defective and was easily had screen burning. But I don't know. We'll see. Because B Tech Reviews has the Revel 5G, so I'm watching him to see like what experience he has with it.
True.
Yeah.
So, what is your all-time favorite phone? If you don't mind me asking, that you had? Mine was
at this point, I'm actually it's right here with me. I'm going to say the Pixel 2 XL. This is my favorite phone.
Mine's because I never had the Pixel. I have Nexus, the original Nexus 5. And I bought a T-Mobile. One time there was in T-Mobile store you could buy.
Yeah, I missed the Nexus lines. I never understood why Google shut down the Nexus. They could have still ran the Pixels. Like they could have made their Pixel brand and still, worked side by side with other OEMs and kept and maintained the Nexus line. That would have been so cool, but I don't know.
Yeah, it would have been cool, but I think the consumer might have been confused a little bit. I think I could be wrong. Why there's two Pixel brand? Which one is the better one?
Yeah, because I mean, Pixels obviously in the name itself, Google was definitely going to be like more focused on photography with your smartphones. So obviously that's where they're really focused at. Nexus was like it was great. Consumers had that for like stock Android, even though the absolute true reason that the Nexus was even created was because Google knows there's developers at home, like there's like like young adults and like teenage kids that know how to code, and it was for them to be able to build an app or a game and be able to have it run on the latest version of Android. So these were like development phones that consumers would buy, and it had stock Android, so it just got very popular because people like stock Android.
Trust me, I used to root and ROM back in the day. Used Team Recovery and all that. And Sign Jamar. Those were the days. I miss those days, root and modding. But now you don't need to root and mod because everything's there for you. Advancement in technology. So it's no point.
So how do you feel about
I got you.
that? Well, okay, yeah. How do you feel about GSIs now that
I'm not too knowledgeable about that. I heard Max Lee talking about it, but I'm not too knowledgeable.
So
you could teach me and fill me in.
Yeah. So what it is basically is okay. So have you heard of Project Treble?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So this GSIs is based on Project Treble. So technically, your smartphone, the internal flash storage that holds the Android operating system, actually has two different sides. So there's side A and side B. Now, one of them is going to have the original firmware on it. The other side is going to be completely empty. And what Project Treble does is like you flash what's called a generic system image. So it's kind of like flashing a ROM, except that you're not needing the boot image or recovery or any of that stuff that you would get in a zip file for a custom ROM. It's just the system image. And so let's say like let's say like the Pixel 4. Let's say the side B is empty, and the Pixel 4 is no longer supported to get Android 16. So then what I would be able to do is I would be able to put it in fast boot mode, and I could either manually type line by line to flash the
Yeah,
GSI
command line.
16 on it, or I can use Max's bootable script. But what it does is it puts the operating system on it, and then you boot into it. So when I boot up the phone after it's been flashed with that GSI, it's going to boot Android 16. And like, this is good because like if you have like, say you have the Galaxy S10e and you don't like One UI, you can go to XDA and download the GSI for, let's say, Android 12 and flash that onto your Samsung Galaxy S10e, that when you boot it on, it's going to boot Android 12, but a stock version, no One UI or anything on it, because it's a generic system image. It's for any Android phone that's Project Treble enabled. That's what it is.
So all phones is sort of like a partition. Then all phones got one size. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it's great because you can take any old phone and revive life in it, even if it's like a 3-year-old phone.
Yeah, but as long as it got the memory, because sometimes the ROM are too big, or it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because this amount is able to hold because like right now, Android, let's say if you were to take like extract the actual software for Android, let's say the system image is probably like maybe 1.2 gigabytes or more.
Oh,
so
I got you.
They allocate a specific amount. So let's say they like for side A, there's 6 gigabytes for it. Side B would have 6 gigabytes for it on its own. So you would have enough for you to flash that. I don't think Android will ever get to the point where you would need like 20 gigs in size to install the software. I don't think it would ever get that big.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah. So, but it's a good thing though. You can revive old phones and you'll get stock Android on it. The only thing you can't do is you can't dual boot. So when you flash the GSI onto a Project Treble enabled phone, you wouldn't be able to like power it off and go into fast boot and then try to switch it over to side A and Samsung.
And now that we're talking about phones, you know what phone amazed me? Going back on history, Windows HD2. You could do Android. They were able to put one of the iOS, the 3G or something. A lot of people did so much with that phone. The phone was amazing.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could dual boot on phones. I mean, if you really know, like, if you know how to, like how to repartition like the system space on the storage, the flash storage, you can actually do that. Because like, I still get messages right now how I put Android 10 on my Nexus 7 2013 tablet, and I told people that you had to repartition the internal storage space because Android 10 is a much bigger system image file than what Android Jelly Bean was, or what. No, I think it stopped at Marshmallow. Yeah, it was even bigger than
KitKat.
Was that?
It wasn't KitKat.
No, it was Marshmallow. The Nexus Nexus 7 2013 stopped getting support on Marshmallow, so that was the last operating system update it got. But I was able to move it to Android 10, and I told people you had to repartition, because if you try to just download the custom ROM, like after you unlock the bootloader and you push custom recovery onto it, like twerp, when you boot into it, if you were to try to flash the Pixel Experience ROM for the Nexus 7 tablet, that was the Android 10 version, it would just crash. It wouldn't flash nothing on it because it wasn't enough space. You had to repartition the internal storage to hold a bigger system on it. And that's one of the things that I told you had to do. Yeah.
What happened with Latrell? I thought he was coming in.
He's taking his time. He'll be in here in a little bit. Once Latrell comes in, we're gonna get totally bombarded with Samsung. That kid is crazy with his Samsung Fold. But you've watched his channels, right?
Yeah, I've watched him since he was way before.
He's
young. He's about 19. Yeah, he's a good kid.
Yeah, he's pretty young. But like, I don't like when I look at Latrell, I don't look at him like a little kid, because he knows his stuff.
Well, he's very smart. I give it to him. He knows his stuff.
Yeah, that's why I try to bring him on.
Because there's certain people you'd be like, oh, and then you look, you'd be like, oh my God, they know a lot. That's why I don't look at age. You got the knowledge, you got the knowledge. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So I am waiting for him to come. Actually, I'm gonna find out if he's coming or not.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And he's the guy with the Domino's pizza.
Charles got a lot of good things going for him, man. I mean, it was just quite funny because the day that Apple had their event for the iPads and iPad OS 14, and then the Apple Watch Series 6 and the Apple Watch SE, we both were live streaming our reactions to it live, and we both got hit from YouTube and the community guide.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
I remember you
I
saying
got a
that.
warning, and he got a strike.
Mhm. But you know
Yeah,
what? I mean, never do Apple events because I've been happening more than 5 years ago. They always strike. I seen people happen, literally happen. I think it happened to Eric. Eric, it's a computer solution.
bro, you mentioned Domino's, and he just said he literally just ordered Domino's. Latrell, get
Oh,
your
I
butt in
told you.
here.
Yeah. You know. Oh, you know what I don't like about this? The thing about this customization is
Uh huh.
this. Look, this apps right is there. That's the panel right to the left.
Hmm.
But if you want to put the weather app, it's going to be the same thing over here. So it's duplicate. You see? That's
Yeah, I
that's one thing that they need to clean it up because I said iOS 14 is still a mess and people attack me. You don't know what you're talking about. I said, but look, if you're gonna do it, take out the left panel and when you put your widgets on the home screen, it'll be once. It's not twice. It's for
yeah,
me, it's not there yet.
I
I don't know
agree
if you
with you on
agree.
that. I think it's stupid that they have a side drawer with all the widgets when you swipe from the left to the right, because when you long press to, decide whether you're going to move an app to a different page or completely like hide it, you also have the ability to find the widgets in that same area and drag it onto the screen. So it's like there's three places widgets can sit. Yes,
Correct. And yeah, and that's redundancy having
they did,
having
and you got to
both
switch
in
to
it.
your
I don't know. I don't think it's
saying,
right. Then you would work better. Oh, and also people been going crazy with shortcuts and trying to customize it, but that's not true customization. To
oh
take half
no,
a,
no, hold on here. What? Carlos broke his AT&T phone?
he did. Check Twitter. Let me check Twitter. Quick. Okay.
That will not be the first time Carlos breaks a phone. Will not be the last. Yeah,
What is
but
it?
I mean, dude, that was the Fold 2. That's a $2,000 phone.
Yep. Yeah, text up. Okay, I found him. I don't know if he broke it.
I
No,
don't
he's
know,
talking about.
Latrell, but get your butt in here. I'm gonna keep hounding him to come in.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
and you
on.
know what? You know the best one that had the best camera for a while, and they still have it. They're no longer in existence. It was the Lumia 1020, I think it was. They had the 48 or 50 megapixel.
Wait, hold on. Hang on one
Mhm.
second. I'm sorry. I'll take over real quick.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there was two phones in the actual Windows that started with the big camera to let people know it was the Lumia 1020 and there was the Pure 808 and there was the biggest for a while. There was the 48 megapixel and there was awesome phones. I mean, I'm sad the Windows went away, but I think Windows is a what's a strong competitor. Are you coming in, brother, or you staying out? Yeah.
Latrell,
Yeah.
come on in, man. You got the link, or I'll just post it right here underneath you. You don't got an excuse. Click that.
Mhm. Yeah. Or maybe he's too busy working with his pizza.
Man, share the Dominoes with us. I'd love a slice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't eaten Domino's for a while. I gotta get try.
There he is.
There
There
you
he
go.
is.
Yo, what's good, man? My bad. I took
What up?
forever.
What up? What up, brother?
I got me over here, and I was cleaning up my room a little bit, so I can sleep in here, in
Mm.
a little bit here.
Oh yeah, snap! You're in a different spot.
You see my blinds behind me? Look, I got the here. Let me go to my lights real quick. 'Cause I got the full fuse. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, color. Hit you with the coral. Hit the hot pink.
Oh wow!
I'm
Light
trying to. I'm trying to
for
look
the
for
blue.
something.
I need to do something like that for my office. I think it would look cool in my office if I had like just different like a hue of color. It just brings something cool to it.
Bro, I gotta tell you, bro, I love my Philips. You gotta get some. I'm trying to figure out what color to put on the stream. Maybe this.
Maybe.
I mean, it's dead. Blue loop, but remember this phone?
Oh yeah. Hey.
Oh yeah, the G4 with the Bulu pictures.
Correct.
I had a G4 that had the Bulu picture.
I could get into the actual whatever screen is called, but I can't do no more recovery, and I can't do nothing else.
Oh, yeah. I remember I had to use one of my friend's heat gun and try to, because I remember you had to heat up a chip or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people
Tried
been
that.
doing that. I saw that on
Yeah, and
YouTube.
I messed up my phone by putting too much heat on it. I just burned it in the video, literally just burned it.
Yeah,
I just
it's the
kept it
same
for
issue the Nexus 5X has. The Nexus 5X and the Nexus 6P both have that issue with that boot loop issue, and you
because
gotta.
I got this for free. I won it from I forgot his name. He used to work with Armando Ferreira. It was Carlos something. I think
Yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
Mexican. I won this from his giveaway.
Oh, nice.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, I won my biggest giveaway was from Max Ure. I won the G7 Lumia camera, Lumix Star
Yeah,
Kit.
bro.
Wow.
G4 was a good phone, but it's just the boot loop issues what got me. It
Yeah.
had really bad issues with the whole boot loop thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what really held them back.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why I hardly use my Nexus 5X because it
and I
hasn't
missed this
had that
company
issue yet.
Incipio cases. I missed the company. I don't know if they're around.
I forgot LG made the 5X, and Huawei was never
Yep.
gonna see another Huawei phone sold in the USA ever again. But
Is that the new Q30?
no, it's a Sony WH-1000 XM3s. See, look, now I got it
Nice.
in a color loop. It's going too slow for me right now. Maybe I should go ahead and change the speed.
You know, Latrell, I
Look,
think I'm gonna help
this
you
one,
out. So I'm gonna
oh,
have you record yourself saying what headphones you have. So when people ask, I'll just post that video clip right in the live stream, so it just says it for you.
all right. Or I did an unboxing on these. I need to get to a review already. Yeah, I sit like that right next to like, huh?
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up Carlos's Twitter,
Yeah,
man.
I
Wow, I can't believe that happened to him.
I couldn't
Yeah,
find it.
I was like, how do you already break it? I got the original phone. You know how delicate that thing is.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea, man.
All right, that's wild, bro. $2,000 too.
How
I
long
think he's
you
got
have the
insurance on it.
original?
He should be okay.
Yeah, I hope he got. Oh wait, I think he said he went through his carrier, not cur.
He's live right now.
Oh, he's
How
live.
he broke it. He posted on his Twitter. Oh, I should look.
I see a lot of his lives. I know he broke the tablet, the S7 tablet, one of them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but bro,
Man.
this is how weird it was. So it wasn't even like knee height. It was very low to the ground that he accidentally it slipped from his hand because he has 3 of the S7 tabs. And last night we were rolling around Tempe, Arizona. We were speed testing ultra wideband, and he was going to actually show a comparison between like the data speeds you get from like a tablet plan with each carrier versus an actual plan with your phones.
Yeah, like a phone SIM card in there or something.
Yeah. So the tab slipped because he had it wrapped in towels, and he was getting them out so we could set up to do the speed test in downtown Phoenix. And from a very low height, it slipped and fell on the screen. And that's how, like, at the very bottom, it like smashed to where you can now see the motherboard inside. So we're tripping out on just the type of glass that Samsung used because really, I mean, I could see it getting scratched, like a deep scratch or something, but to shatter that easily, that was unexpected.
Yeah, it's messed up. I know it's a big screen and everything, but still. But I mean, at least for me, I put on screen protectors like as soon as I get out of the box, like soon.
Me too. But guess what? I dropped my iPad the other day and I caught it in the air. I was lucky. iPad Pro 20.
Tech, if you want in, man, link is in the chat, bro. Just click on it to come on in. You can come in from mobile or your computer, whichever you choose, man. If you want to come in and hang out with us.
What's up, my boy Paul? Like even with the Tab A, this thing is a cheap tablet, but I still got the little screen protector, and I got it from Verizon. That the case. It was how much was it? Like $50 with the screen protector and the case combo. So
Which one, Latrell? Which one you bought on? I don't know if it was eBay and you fixed it. They bought it for cheap. One of the tablets.
Oh, it's the Tab S.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah. I saw the video. One of those. I saw the video.
I bought this Tab S4. It was like
Mm.
$330, and it had a Google lock on it. They listed it as broken.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was
That
dope.
was
That
a
was a
come up.
nice deal. Yeah, it was a nice come up. I'm like, oh, these people are stupid. No, but yeah, I guess I understand. But it was literally just I had to buy a file from this one website, which they're not even allowed to do. But I just bought a little $5 file, put it on my Galaxy tab, buy a separate S Pen, and I was straight. So I was like,
Mhm.
I'm up.
See, that tell you how long I've been watching you. Been watching you for the longest.
Have you seen me commenting on your comments? Because you're literally everywhere on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
It's like
I haven't
I'll
done a
be looking
video
at
for a
some.
whole year. I gotta get
I'll be
back to
looking
doing
at some
videos.
like I'll be looking at some like I don't know, maybe even a Kevin Hart video. I feel like you would be in the comments of there or something. Like maybe
Yeah,
Kevin Hart trailer or something. For your
yeah.
needs in the
I try
comments.
to support everybody, but I'm just changing my direction because I'm starting to do videos back again. So I want to
Yeah,
spend more time on that. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I know you've been around for a while, bro. I don't remember how long, but I know it's been a minute. You're one of the
Mhm.
OGs.
You remember when Mr. Mobile used to be and Pocket Now used to do the Friday live stream?
Not really. I know when Flossie used to use his, when he used to call his live streams Amazon Warriors
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
because it was literally just about Amazon, and then it turned into a whole completely different thing, and they turned it into I forgot what he changed it to, but it used to be Amazon Warriors. He still shout his Google Plus page on his outros for whatever reason.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Shout out to my Google gangsters out there holding it down.
Yeah, that's a Facebook page, but like
And the Google
because
Plus.
before that
Yeah,
he
he
says
does Google
Google
Plus after
Plus.
that.
Yeah,
I miss
I
Google
mean before
Plus.
that.
I was
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
addicted
weird
to
because
that.
I
it
mean
always makes me feel
it's
like it's
just his
back.
it's just his outro that everybody knows, legendary at this point.
Mhm.
Look,
That
you got the pillows in the back, the welcome MTV, welcome to my crib, the Galaxy tab here on the stand.
yeah.
Google Assistant's pulled up on here apparently for some reason.
Mhm.
Got the Xbox over here. Man,
How things go the other day, man? I know you went out to the protest, dude. How was everything? Everything good
oh,
out there? Yeah.
bro,
Okay.
I just barely missed it. Like they were just gonna go home. As I was outside, getting ready to book my Uber. Like I'm on my way, guys, and then everybody left. And I was all disappointed and depressed.
Oh man.
But
Yeah,
I know it's gonna be another one. But
be
yeah,
careful, bro. I would hate for something to happen because I know, like, yeah, I mean, people are peacefully protesting, and that's cool. You know what I mean? Like,
mm,
exercise your First Amendment right. It's just there are others that come in and mess it up for
yeah,
everybody else
yeah,
and turn it into something bad.
yeah. Like the whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing out here. I remember
Yeah.
that. My friend almost got shot by that dude. She was live streaming on Facebook Live.
You see, that's the thing,
Crazy.
dude. Like, I would hate for something to happen to you, bro. So just
I'm
be
being careful. And then you gotta I know it's pretty important when you go out there to stay in groups, so that's what I do. Me and my friends, we're like group like probably 6 people, 5, 6 people.
careful.
So we're looking out for each other. Cause I remember one of the nights this girl was acting all crazy because one of my friends asked her to pick up something off the ground and she had all loud and everything, like this is my city, this, that, and the other. She she wanted to fight her or whatever. So we was kind of like surrounded around her so we can keep that one girl because she was following us during the whole protest.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I got her on
Wow.
Facebook Live too. So
I mean,
and then literally all of Kenosha turned against her because she was so loud and like she wouldn't stop talking and she annoyed everybody. So everybody telling her to shut up, like shut up and all this.
yeah,
Dang.
because you never
That
know
was,
who's gonna be there. You don't know if they, cycle people. You don't know.
yeah, bro.
You gotta be
And
careful.
it was actually getting pretty late out there too. It was past curfew, so I already knew things were probably going to start going down. Which that's why I didn't stick around that much longer. Like just just as I was leaving, they just started tear gassing people. You saw people running and everything past us.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, my friends got tear gassed. I almost got tear gassed. Thankfully, none of us got shot with a rubber bullet. Yeah.
No, that's tough for us, dude. I know because I used to be a corrections officer, so we would, especially since like as a correction officer, I was with Corrections Corporation America for like 2 years, and then like I applied for their it's called SORT, Special Operations Rescue Tactics, so it's like the prison SWAT team, and I got my application got pulled. I went to training, so like when you become a correction officer, you go through like 4 weeks of training. They basically teach you terminologies, things that'll happen. You know, like how the inmates sucker the guards to bring them cigarettes and drugs. They teach you all that and how to avoid it. And then the third week, you learn defensive tactics where you learn how to fight if you don't know how to fight, but you learn like different methods to help.
Makes sense.
Then the last day of defensive tactics, you get maced, not maced, but pepper sprayed. You get pepper sprayed.
Bro.
They have it set up in an open field, so they spray your eyes. They have one guy off to the right. You got to walk up to him. You got to throw 10 strikes with your fist. Then the second guy you got to go to, you got to throw 10 kicks at him. And the last guy, he's handcuffed. You got to be able to take the handcuff off without hurting his wrist while your eyes are burning. So we do that. Then they put us all in a line where we have to hold like arms. And they throw like 4 canisters of tear gas in this pit. And we have to make our way out as one group. If we break our grip and let go, we have to go back in and redo it again. So we have to learn how to like call out commands, be like, we're going right. Everybody move right. And everyone has to follow in sync. So that was easy compared to SORT, because SORT was 7 weeks training. You wake up in the morning, you get pepper sprayed, you get tear gas,
tear gas ain't no joke, bro.
No, it's not. You're walking out with snot coming out of you, like nothing. But like we got pepper sprayed, we got tear gassed in the morning. Then we did PT, went to breakfast. We did like maneuvers and trainings, extractions, cell extractions, riot scenarios. Then we would get pepper sprayed. We would get tear gassed again. Then we hit the showers, go to our bunk, go to sleep.
And they got the flashbangs and everything like that.
Flashbangs. They got the freaking the rubber balls. So it looks like a grenade, and it's got like 50 like metal balls coated in rubber, and that shit just spreads everywhere. It's a scatter grenade.
Man, that's crazy. Wow. And look what I'm wearing right here, the Kenosha, Wisconsin shirt.
Bro, I'll say you got a lot of representation for your city, man. That's actually cool.
I've been shouting out Kenosha way before this. Like it seemed like every video. Well, obviously for one, you always see Kenosha on the home screen of my phone, but I'm always repping Kenosha, man. Like we got Tristan Jazz out here. Who else we got? Really, I don't even know who else. Corey Washington. The dude that's been live streaming all this stuff.
Can you see this? It's Fuerza. That means strong because I'm Puerto Rican. I don't know about you, Tito.
I'm mixed, so I'm Puerto Rican, Thai, Laotian, Mongolian, Chinese.
Dang.
Oh wow.
Yep, I'm a Heinz 57.
Yeah,
Michael. There's a lot of stuff going on nowadays, man. I really wish people could actually I wish things were like in the old days, you know what I mean, where we weren't so divided. That really does break my heart, man.
Yeah. I mean, but how I see it is, well, at least for the whole protest and everything, I see a lot of Karens in the comments talking about go home, get a job. Why don't you have a job? This, that, and the other. While they're spending all their time on their phone telling people to go home like they're listening in the first place.
Yeah.
You think like a change.org petition is going to help something.
See, my thing is that people can't seem to get to that point anymore about just agreeing to disagree. Like people will allow friendships and family relationships to break over things such as political point of views or
it can be something simple like basketball, man.
Yeah, it's sad. It shouldn't be,
bro. For real.
So
I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't. Yeah, people suck sometimes.
that's why
Not
you
to
need to be safe out
yeah,
there, bro.
Yeah,
yeah.
bro. I'm
Not to
trying.
change the
Especially,
subject, but I'm from Boston, so I don't think we're gonna do good on football this year.
Oh man.
no.
Tommy's
Yeah.
not here no more.
Or even Washington D.C.'s getting the heat, but yeah, I know Kenosha's been in the heat for a little bit now. It's calmed down, but after the verdict, I feel like it's not going to go well. It's going to end up like how it is right now with the whole Breonna Taylor stuff out there in what's it called? I forgot
Mhm.
where that's at, but yeah, crazy, bro. Now
It
they're
is.
protesting and rioting again. Kenosha can't handle it, Zeph, bro. That's the thing. We're like 100,000 people out here.
Wow.
We're a
Yeah.
small city. I was just downtown not even that long ago looking at the burned down car lot. I got a whole bunch of different pictures of that and
Yeah.
videos because I was in my cousin's music video. It's up on YouTube right now, actually, but we was over by the car lot and everything. Crazy
Yeah.
stuff, bro.
They were gonna protest over here, I think, last night because when me, Carlos, and Ray was in downtown Phoenix and we were setting up to do the speed test, we got approached by a police officer. He thought we were there to report on the fuck okay, the protests. And we're looking at
Yeah.
him, we're like, no, we do speed testing, we test the networks. He's just kind of looking at us like, what? So I looked at him, I was like, we're a
They
bunch of
like,
nerds that test the
yeah,
carrier
I
signal.
was
He's
gonna
like,
say, we're like, we do
oh,
phone stuff.
Yeah,
We
I
do
but his
think
phone
they had a
take.
stuff.
protest. Yeah, we had one today because across from my house, like two streets
Mhm.
over, there's a police station, and I heard a bunch of people screaming at 7:30, and I saw the helicopter going by.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
look at
were.
that. That's one of the pictures I took of the burned down car lot.
Oh
Nice,
man.
nice and crispy, like that.
Mm-hmm. 4K baby.
That's what
But
it is.
yeah, I got the whole
Dang.
thing. Yeah, bro. You can actually if you look up um Black Lives Matter X Goonie like GOONIE, you'll see the music video and you actually see me in there featured in there. But you'll see the car lot and everything and all downtown.
Oh man. Yeah, it's kind of sad to see that. I mean, like I know people are angry. There's a lot of things that's happening out there now. Some things that just don't make sense. Verdicts being passed is just like leaves your head scratching. But
And like I don't like that's what I'm saying. Like basically all downtown Kenosha, small businesses. Like there's no Targets or anything down there. You go to this city or village, I guess, called Pleasant Prairie for all that stuff. But like
mhm.
that's all small businesses. Like the businesses everybody in Kenosha knows, and even uptown. That's where the black folks live. That's the black community. Rather, I
Yeah,
should say that's where I grew up. You know what I'm saying? My mom get her hair from over there. I used to get my elotes from over there. Then they burn those places down. I get my haircuts over there sometimes from my barber. He was across the street from a couple of the buildings they burned down.
yeah.
Surprised he didn't get hit, honestly.
Yeah. So am I the only one to live in the city? Because I'm in the real in the city. I mean, for the parade is 10 minutes away.
I
Bombing is
mean,
10 minutes away. But they did
if
the
you want to
Boston
call
bombing.
Kenosha the city, but like we're 2 hours, maybe even an hour ish away from Chicago, maybe an
Oh,
hour,
okay,
30
gotcha.
minutes, but then we're like an hour away from Milwaukee. So,
Mm.
Because I'm close to Chinatown and downtown. Really walking distance will be like 20. Well, I walk slow. Downtown is like 15, 16 minutes if I walk fast. So I'm not
uh,
far. I'm in the heart of
yeah,
everything.
I'm like a 12-minute drive from downtown Kenosha.
Oh, that's not bad.
So, yeah, it's pretty. I mean, really, it's 15 minutes to get anywhere here in Kenosha. Like it's 15 minutes to get to Best Buy, 15 minutes or like 12
Yeah, me
minutes
too.
to get to I don't know, the Home Depot or something or whatever. Or Menards, if you know
The
what
only thing is
Menards
far
is.
is IKEA. It's about 30
Oh yeah.
minutes.
Man. Man, they ain't even out here.
Yeah. So I got Micro Center and I got like three Best Buys and one IKEA.
We got like one Best Buy. Imagine if they burned down the Best Buy or like ruined
Mm.
the whole place. Oh man, they'd be done. They would be done, man. Because that's gotta be easily over $1 million. Everything in there, easily, especially with like things like the fold and everything, and all these
There
high end
goes Mikey with
PCs.
Mike Tech Review Super Chat.
But
Who?
I mean, we don't got Micro Center out here. That's just Milwaukee and stuff.
Yo,
Micro Center.
at one point, I had to stay away from Micro Center because I was spending too much money. I was getting addicted.
Oh shoot! Out of the
Yeah,
darkness, this man
that's what
comes
I'm
in.
saying. Super Chat.
Where the hell you
are.
been? I'm gonna ask a question. Where the hell have you been?
I ain't seen that dude in like 79 about years or so. Just a wild guess.
Last time that I heard about him, he was doing a training, some school training.
No,
Yeah,
he was on that not that long ago. I think earlier this year or something like that. Because he and I had like a private conversation and whatnot, and then he just faded and just gone away. Like even CV Tech is like, where you at? Because I had CV Tech earlier on my morning podcast.
Oh.
So that thing ran for damn near 5 hours. I was like, what
wow. No, but you know, Viper, he used to do 8 hours of live streaming into shutdown back in the days.
Yeah, 8 hours is max that you can live stream on YouTube. That's a good
is
fail
it?
safe. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No wonder Flossie don't stream for longer.
I used to blame it on what's his name, Max Lee, because back then when we had Hangouts on Air, he did a live stream on Hangouts on Air to YouTube, and like he had like I think like freaking 10 people on there. So he's like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna go to bed, but I'm gonna leave the live stream on so you guys can keep going." And he took himself out, but left the live stream going. And when I woke up the next morning, there was nobody in, but the live stream was still going. It was just live streaming nothing.
Oh wow.
What?
I think he set the standard on that, and YouTube was like, "Nah, we're gonna max at 8 hours, and we're just gonna automatically kill the live stream just as a fail safe in case people jump out."
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Google. I love Google, but they be killing their services. I mean, too fast.
Can't wait until they get rid of the perfectly fine Google Duo and merge it with Google Meet. Stupid.
True.
No, not me.
That was sarcasm.
No,
I hope not.
God, why would they do that? I heard that. I was like, it's so stupid.
Well, they're not doing it. The stupid idiot, the head of G Suites, wants to do it, and he's trying to get Google to approve it. And I'm like, no, they better not.
Ew, that's stupid. I feel like Google would do something like that. Just as everybody was getting familiar with Google Duo, and like literally all my friends and family now use Duo. Like, oh yeah, just call me on Duo.
They just opened 32 people support. Look, I just got the message like last week. It's like Google Duo now supports up to 32 people in one video chat.
And they got like HD calling and everything like that.
Bro, I could be a dinosaur on Duo. I can use the dang effects and turn myself into a dinosaur or make me look like a purple Mike Wazowski. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, when you go into a video chat on Duo, I'm trying to remember how you get to the settings part. Because usually it shows up on the side and you'll see like a little face icon and it says effects. When you tap on that, it opens the bottom tray, kind of like how Snapchat does it, but you have like filters. It's like that, but you can like have like an AR sticker of a dinosaur over your head that moves with when you talk. Its mouth moves when like, bro.
So
it's
kind of like me or what is that called? The Apple emoji thing or AR emoji.
Yeah.
It's or
like
Memoji in iPhone.
Yeah.
Memoji.
I almost said me like MI emoji. Like what is that? Who uses that? Xiaomi.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's their name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Xiaomi.
They literally just ripped off Apple and called it like MI emoji.
Increase in accident incidents of racial hate in stores, restaurants. So people making remarks like,
Hey,
bro, that's just pure ignorance. Like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna chalk it up to this.
Open YouTube on next time. My bad. I was talking to
No, go ahead. I don't blame
watching YouTube on Xbox.
Political leaders. I don't blame them, and I'll tell you why I don't blame the government. Okay, because the government shouldn't be handling anything for us as the people. The government's supposed to be working for us. This is why we elect them into those positions, because that's what political campaigns are. I promise if you vote me in, I promise to do this, this, and this. Now I know that not every person running, whether they're Democratic or Republican or whatever party they represent, I know they can't fulfill 100% of the promises that they're giving to the people. but I know that
Mhm.
they'll at least try. And if they intend to do a job that is going to make this country better, then they get my vote. So technically, I blame the people because we voted these people in.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's literally like we don't really. I throw the government stuff to the side. I don't care, president, House Speaker. I don't give a crap about what they're arguing about. All I want is for people to kind of take a step back and understand we all think differently. We all have different beliefs. We all have different point of views, but at the same time, we breathe the same air. We bleed the same way. We hunger the same way. We starve the same way. We drink the same way. We are all humans.
Yeah.
Let's treat each other with decency and let's not look at the
Amen to that.
differences, but respect the differences and honor the similarities. And
Mm-hmm.
agree to disagree on things. Find common ground and live off that. Don't end friendships off of stupid things. You know?
Yeah, like we was just talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my stance. That's where
No,
I stand about.
I agree 100%. I mean, that's why I say amen to that.
Yeah, man, you always gotta get those people in the comments like with tech and all that stuff. Like I just or my community post not that long ago. I was just talking about, oh well, looks like Kenosha had an alright night because it was like a protest maybe about a week ago from an activist getting arrested.
Mhm.
But then she was like, speak with tech, stick with tech. I'm a tech YouTuber and everything. I can't update people on things apparently or have my own opinion. But okay. That's
Cable, man.
people. There's always going to be those Karens.
Yeah. Yep.
And then next protest we have, because they usually give a megaphone to people to give their speeches and everything. I'm gonna look directly at those live streams and address those Karens in the comments, telling people to go home and all that stuff. Oh, that's gonna be entertaining.
Like I said, man, just be careful when you're out there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, but what I'm saying, it's important to me, especially as an African American who deals with the Kenosha police out here. You
Yeah.
know, like this. I mean, I'm not safe from this. I had my numerous occasions with the KPD for things I never did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely stand your ground, No dispute there.
Yeah,
Speak
me and my family, especially my cousin, like he got a nice car and everything, but he gets pulled off or get pulled over on a regular basis. He got an Audi or something like that. People get things apparently.
Yeah. It's just I don't know, man. It's
Screwed up road right
for
now.
me, I can never speak to say that I understand like 100% what you go through because I can't say that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I haven't dealt with it.
Yeah.
All I can say is that when you feel strongly and passionate about something and you want to stand your ground, stand your ground.
Mhm.
That's something I will back you on.
Yeah,
And
appreciate it.
Me too.
I want to make sure that I catch you on a live stream next time and don't have to hear that something bad happened. So that's also my
Yeah.
words too.
Mm-hmm. Like I got my stories and everything. Like I share my stories, and that people need to know that.
Yeah.
To those people that think racism doesn't exist, hello. I think a lot of proof going on right now.
Yeah, but you know what the biggest problem is, like we said, communication. The agreement is agreement, and that's the part that is not helping because then we don't come to a conclusion, unify. You know what I mean? Respect each other like we're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to.
Yeah, and then they also like to turn it political all the time. Like if Biden wasn't running for president, this never would have happened. Or if I don't know, if Trump, I don't know, just stupid stuff like that. I really don't get it.
Yeah, because it's really in the people. That's what really the problem is.
And there's also a lot of false facts going around. Like I said this in my news interview when I was downtown Kenosha, because some news interviewed me. I forgot what news service it was. I really didn't care enough. But they asked to speak with me, so I said what I had to say. And I said one of the things like a lot of people say that more white people are killed than black people here in America, but look at the statistics. There's way more white people in America than black people. I mean, obviously that's that's it's gonna work that way.
Yeah.
But people, they just really need to do their research.
But honestly, when it comes to politics, once you mention that word, always gotta be an argument. No matter how hard you try to be, decent, talk about it, people don't want to listen. My family even they got it with me the other day. I'm like, why are you getting mad? I'm just making a general statement. It's out there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I don't like getting involved with politics. It's way too
Yeah.
gossip.
I don't dabble
Way
in
too
politics
gossip.
because, like me, I mean, like I have my point of views. They're my point of
Mhm.
view. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to push my point of views on somebody else. I'll
Yeah,
listen to what
exactly.
somebody else has to say because I mean that's just the way that's the way I was taught by my dad growing up.
Yeah,
You
me
may
too.
not agree with the person and their point of view, but that doesn't mean that they don't have a right to share their point of view.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
a
Freedom to
level of
speak.
tolerance should be given out of respect, and
Mm-hmm.
don't ever let it go to an argument. Agree to disagree, and just kill the
Mm-hmm.
conversation
Just
because you know it's not
like,
going.
just be like, I may not agree with you, but I understand. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
You know.
That's exactly what I said. The other person said, "Well, you being quiet. You don't want to talk about it. You ignore me." I said, "There's no point because you get mad over something that, you know. I mean, it's no point you getting mad. With
yeah,
what I'm
Yeah, I'm not
discussing."
gonna. I don't get into these things and start arguing with people over it. I'm just, just saying it how it is, as how I feel about it.
But you know
But
what it
then
is?
now I can't even get into that because people get all
Honestly,
heated.
honestly,
yeah.
he asked me a question, right? So he asked me questions about politics. So I said, I don't want to get into it. He got mad because I didn't want to answer it. I said, every time that I already know you, every time that we discuss this particular subject, you always get rowdy. So I don't want to go into that. I mean, I'm done with that ignorant. It's all you calling me ignorant. I said, no. I mean, ignorance bliss, but all I'm saying is I don't want to get into an argument. He said, she said that's middle school stuff. I'm done with that too all.
And like, I may not be the most skilled person in politics in the world. Like, I don't know. I can't name off the top of my head every single president that ran and what they did and all this other stuff. But I still feel like I have my opinion, and I mean, I'm not gonna shove my opinion on yours. I'm gonna just do how I feel. If you ask me, I'm not. I'm not even gonna voluntarily tell you how I feel most of the time. But
Yeah.
then there's always those people that's gonna get mad at you because the way you feel and you don't agree with them. And that goes the same for anything, like people with a Galaxy or and people with an iPhone, something like that. You
Are
know
you
what I
gonna-
mean? Or just Android in
Yeah.
general.
That is true
yeah,
because if their purchase is not validated, they get mad. Yeah, good
Mm-hmm.
point.
yeah.
They be like, I- what makes Galaxy so good? They're all trash anyways, and Android in general, they're slow. Get an iPhone, basically.
Yeah, if you go to my Twitter account, I got the perfect pin comment about brand loyalty. Perfect,
Mm-hmm.
perfect.
It's
You'll
like,
see it.
shut
You'll
up,
be
you
like,
got green
wow.
bubbles.
I mean, when it comes down to it, the way that I look at it, when it comes to tech and like brand loyalty, I mean, everyone's gonna have their preferences, right? I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
just made a side project channel that's gonna be videos dedicated about my coverage on the Pixel because I absolutely like pixels. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Um,
Galaxy and iPhone here.
I
And
guess the reason why I
Pixel.
define myself different from most fanboys is because I will tell you guys the shortcomings of the Pixel. Like I won't sweep it under the rug. You know, there are
Mm-hmm.
those that that like Samsung, but they call out the truth on Samsung. If Samsung messes up on something, they're not going to try and hide it. They're going to point it out. Like, yeah, this is a downside to Samsung. You know, it's just you when you are loyal to a brand or something. Yeah, I know you. That's why I follow you. That's why I subscribe to your channel because you
Uh,
kept it 100% real. Um, yeah, I don't know. Just the brand loyalty thing is absolutely crazy. You know what? There's no such thing as a perfect phone. Every phone's gonna have
mhm.
its strengths and its weaknesses, and another brand is gonna capitalize on that because they follow what that other brand is doing. So they'll strengthen on their end what the other brand's weaknesses is, but then they have other weaknesses. It's a
Yeah.
evolving carousel. We're hamsters on the wheel. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And
The
like,
only go
like he
ahead.
was just, oh, my bad, man.
No, go ahead.
I was saying, like you were saying, I like to, that's just how I am. I'm not gonna hold it back how I think that Samsung robot vacuums are garbage because they are. I have one. Like I had two of them actually. They're so bad. Just get an iRobot. Do not get a Samsung powered by robot vacuum. I got mine replaced. Yeah, a little bit better, but it's still not good. That thing costs like it used to cost $1,000 or something like that. Ain't no way it's worth $1,000. Man, do you know how many times I had to send these robots in for service? And then the customer support for it's been garbage. It took forever to get them fixed, or there was some issue like they had to give me a refund, which would take like 2 months for the whole thing. And it's just like, I don't know. I'm gonna call them out for them. Like, and like my Galaxy Fold, it has its issues. Obviously, like everybody points to tiny little screen, which they did fixing the Z Fold too. And then there's other annoyances with Samsung. Why do they release 163 phones in a year and then expect them to not affect their updates or just support in general and stuff like that? It's just things like that. Like I may be a fanboy, but I'm not gonna be completely blind to all the issues and say that's completely perfect because it's not perfect. Same thing with my Pixel 4a or my Redmi, which I do love this
What
phone. It's
bloatware are you talking
$120.
about, Michael? Like you say, Google would run faster if they would stop without a bloatware. What bloatware are you talking about? Because stock
Yeah,
Android doesn't have bloatware.
yeah. Well, okay. So I say Google is the closest to stock Android, but it's not stock Android. And I say that because like you look at features like on screening, you can't get that on other phones. You know what I'm saying? If it was stock Android, you would have it on a Galaxy or a Motorola phone, for example. It's pretty close to stock Android. And like, what bloatware is there? Like the internet, that's not bloatware. Or Google
Yeah.
Drive.
Carriers are the ones that put that require bloatware
Mhm.
installed. So like if you get a carrier branded Verizon phone, it's going to be packed with Verizon bloatware. That's the carrier demanding that to be on there. It's not Google.
Yeah, if you're wondering why you have
Yeah,
63
but
versions of Candy Crush on your phone, that's because Verizon did it. That's not because Google did it. I don't
yeah,
really think they care to put.
check this
But
out. Whose fault is that? It's the company because look, the iPhone doesn't let nobody put garbage.
yeah, I guess Google doesn't do that either. But it's just like if you see Raid's Shadow Legends on your phone by default, I don't think you should really be blaming. Well, I guess you could blame the manufacturer because they allowed that to happen in the first
Yeah, that's
place.
what I was talking
But
about.
but
But
you
that's
know,
part of the deals, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
like
which
when
still sucks. Like especially like if I have a $2,000 phone here, I shouldn't be seeing Candy Crush Soda and Saga and Sega and all this stuff.
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, yeah, it kind of falls on the OEM too, but that's the deal that the OEMs have. Because like sure, like Samsung can market their phones on their own webpage, sell it directly from their own site. But they
Mm-hmm.
know like, to move more units faster, they're gonna have to have the carriers move those units for them. And that's where the
Mm-hmm.
carrier makes that brand deal with them, like, okay, like like we'll sell the Galaxy S20 Ultra, but your S20 Ultra that's coming to us, we would like Verizon messages on it, Verizon this, Verizon that, Disney Plus, ESPN,
Yeah,
Hulu pre-installed. We want these things pre-installed on the device and we'll sell it. And that's
which
how
takes like half the space when you get it out the box.
yeah. But
But
sometimes they give out stuff to entice us. And getting back to the subject about the perfect phone, there were a perfect phone, but never came in fruition, which is Project Era.
yeah,
That phone would have come out, build your own phone would have been.
and I
yeah,
was gonna
Like a Project Era.
a lot of
I was
people
gonna
didn't support Project Aura only because it would have completely killed the way that the market is today. Like you look right now,
Correct.
like for instance, Samsung is, and I don't understand this. Maybe you can help me understand this, Latrell, because you're heavy and rooted into Samsung. But why the hell did they make a fan edition of the S20? That thing is not old enough yet to really have anyone say, "I missed the S20"
Oh,
to
I
get a
know
fan
why.
edition.
They should have stuck with the light name or something. I don't know why they needed fan edition. That's another thing. I was like, it's so stupid. Why do you do these things? It's like Samsung.
You
It's
wanna
like they're
hear
kind of like
why I know
Google.
why?
They're kind of
That's
like
how
Google. You know, they
I got the
Go
perfect
ahead.
answer. Sorry to interrupt you. It's the fixed edition, fixing what the other phone didn't have.
Yeah, I heard
Go ahead.
that. It's like, they do like Google, for example. They do good things like the Google Home and stuff like that, and then they rename it to Google Nest. Dumb thing to do. And then Samsung, they got like the the S10e from last year. I was like, oh, okay, that's a good phone. Next year they got the S20 and S20 Ultra, and, well, this year I guess. And then now they got this fan edition, and they have the Note 7 fan edition, which makes sense. But then I don't know, it's just so stupid.
Yeah,
I
And
got a
even like
question.
the 20 thing, I was like, why 20? I know it's 2020, but just be a regular company and name it the 11 or something.
I got a question, Latrell, about Samsung. Why they limited United States with colors and the other country get all the colors? I never get that.
I wish you could answer that for me. Like I saw the Z Flip in gold and sunrise gold. I'm like, where's our love at? And the sunrise, or no, what's it called? Earthy gold, Galaxy Book S,
Mhm.
and the Snapdragon version. They have it in well, I guess I'm gonna assume there's no because it's only on carriers. You can only get it on the carrier like Verizon, Sprint. I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's because they just don't want to deal with the carrier and everything. That's why they only got Earthy Gold for the Wi-Fi Galaxy Book S. But it still don't make sense to me. I mean, what you're Samsung. You're not I don't know, Alcatel or somebody. Like you have this type of power to, make these decisions. What says goes really. I mean, you're kind of like the Apple of Android. Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, in terms of popularity, but
Yeah.
in like how people look at you. Like for example, I saw on the post, excuse me, where if you're on Tinder and you take a picture with anything but a Galaxy or an iPhone, your chances of getting swiped right on goes down. Like if you have a Pixel, or especially if you have a BlackBerry. I'm not ever go on Tinder with a BlackBerry.
What
They're
the
gonna boo you off the stage. They're gonna make you delete your account and regret that you ever did anything like that.
hell?
And you can might as well write off your love life right off right there.
So you're telling me that a stalker can get on Tinder, who's like pretty much like broke ass poor, stole someone's iPhone and this luckily was able to get into it, takes a photo on it and has a likely chance to get on a date who he could possibly be a serial killer?
Yeah, because it improves the chances. That's the crazy thing. It improves their chances if you take a picture with a Galaxy or an iPhone. You take a picture with a Pixel, oh yeah, your chances are going down. Or if you take a picture with even like a OnePlus or something, that's
Mhm.
worse. If you get I do not go on a Motorola either. Go on a Tinder with a Motorola. Oh man.
This is why
Um,
women can't find a good man. Because a good
mhm.
man who decides to be frugal with his money because he wants to have enough money to one day marry the woman of his dreams and to provide for her, to be comfortable in life. A girl
Yeah.
will pass him on Tinder because he took his photo with like the Moto Edge Plus or Pixel 3.
Yeah, they got like they like, oh, you got a Pixel 4a. I can't mess with this dude, bro. He's I don't know about that. It's a little bit too risky for me.
That is so sad. Well, I mean, you guys got the insight now. Those single men out there, including Gene, who will eventually be married one night. Yeah, borrow your friend's iPhone and take a photo of yourself on Tinder to stand a chance.
That's why I took a picture with the Galaxy 4 and I started getting swiped right. I'm like, oh snap, hold up a minute. This might actually be going up.
Wait a
Them
minute,
actually
you're
might
on
be going
Tinder?
on. Oh yeah. Oh I
The
am.
girl didn't snatch you
I,
up
I,
yet?
I'll show you my DMs real quick. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, you choose to be
I
single.
can't. Huh?
Yes, like you choose to be single at this point.
Kind of. Now there's well, I'll tell you after the chat with this girl. Yeah, but some things been going down there. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'll leave it like that.
All right. 'Cause I was
Probably not.
about to say, any single ladies that come across the replay, like Latrell's for me if you want them. But it's because
If
you
I get too
got some
into
stuff going on.
details, YouTube
Don't do
might demonetize you. So
Well,
that. Yeah,
Tito,
I will talk
thanks
after.
for inviting me Thanks for
Oh yeah,
inviting me. I'm gonna get off because I'm too tired and I'm about to fall asleep. It's about 3:30 a.m.
yeah,
over
bro.
here.
Anytime you want to come on, just let me know, bro, and I'll bring you on.
Uh,
Wait,
okay, and
where
when I
are
get my
you?
channel back, I'm back on too.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, bro. Looking
All
forward
right,
to that.
take care, brothers. Peace. I'm out.
All right, take it easy, bro. Good night.
I wonder where he lives at. 3:30, because that's an hour ahead of me. I don't even know what time zone that is, but yeah, I don't even know.
He lives near Boston.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, I don't know. But
Maybe.
yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Oh snap, man. Yeah, that's what I wanted to get your opinion on was the Samsung Galaxy S20 Fan Edition, and also talk about all these weird name phones like not the Galaxy. What the hell was I thinking? The OnePlus Nord N10 5G.
Yeah, what was that? I'm like, you stupid. But I saw that. Now I'm not gonna lie. I seen the. Well, I already forgot the name. S20 Fan Edition. It
Mhm.
looks like a really nice phone. Like I
It
like
is.
what they offer, but that name, ooh, is killing it. Ooh, is killing it.
Yeah, I
I'm not
think they
gonna
should
go
have went
out.
with
I'm
light.
not gonna go out in public. Be like, oh yeah, I just got the new Samsung Galaxy S20 Fan Edition 5G. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
No,
I
I'm not.
can understand the name of Fan Edition like maybe 5 years from now. If they just
Mm-hmm.
revive the body design, like what Apple does, revive the body design, but with the updated hardware.
Or like
Then
the Note 7, for example, with the
yeah,
Note
oh yeah,
FE.
yeah,
That makes sense. But this
yeah,
don't make sense. At least let them get to the S21. My God, slow down a little bit. It ain't that serious. What they gonna name the Tab S6, or I mean the Tab S7, the Tab S7 Fan Edition?
yeah.
Uh,
Michael, that is the point. Like, okay, so he gets it here. He says carrier unlocked phones are better options, gives you more freedom to choose from your carriers. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's not Android putting the bloatware on the phones. It's these carriers
mhm.
that do. So I mean, you just pretty much answered your own question.
Yeah,
Get
not
carrier
even
unlocked.
Even Samsung, like they promote their unlocked devices and the benefits, like no bloatware, for example. Which people say Samsung puts bloatware on there, but I mean, bloatware is like apps that just really ain't useful. But Samsung Internet, that's actually been pretty popular for how fast it's been.
Mhm.
And Samsung Health, Smart Things, all that stuff. I use all that stuff. I don't consider that bloatware. Now, the Galaxy Store, it's kind of bloatware, but I mean, you do have some apps like Fortnite and then the Fort Samsung apps where you get discounts and stuff like that for some apps. Or the Galaxy, it's still kind of bloatware because I mean, it's already a Play Store. It's literally just apps ported over to the Galaxy Store with some discounts and Fortnite on there because it got banned in the Play Store. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's I mean, it's never really no bloatware. Like if you look back in 2013 with this Just and Media Hub and what else they have, just random apps that nobody care about, like how you could wave your hand over your phone to change pages or something.
Motion
But
sent pixels.
hmm
Ah,
yeah, and like they had this feature on the S3. I was just looking at it, so like I will hold an icon, and I know this is a feature, not really an app, but you would put it on the home screen. You would tilt your phone around so it could change pages instead of just wow, that's hard. That's so hard to do. Just drag it over to another page, or just go to the page already. But no, you got to tilt your phone, change the pages, find the correct page to put it on. It's so God, never do that again. Now I'm not gonna lie, the hover feature, like with the S Pen, how you can see more information. I like that.
yeah.
But features where you could tilt your phone to change pages while you're trying to drop in that app icon on your home screen was stupid. Stupid Samsung.
So I mean, yeah, we'll point out the bads and everything. Cause like me, like I said, when I rant about things with the Pixel, it's the camera. I'm tired of them using the same camera sensor. Can they just freaking update the damn camera so it plays
Yeah.
well with the software to produce better pictures? Like,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The software was like I said this in my Pixel 4a video. The software is really what makes the camera. The software is what's
mhm.
carrying the whole thing. Really, they have a
Yeah,
good camera still. But like, look at the video. I don't like it. It's garbage on the Pixel 4a, in my
Yeah,
opinion. Look at
it's
the
it's
Nord. The Nord,
yeah,
for example, way better. Way better.
yeah. That's just because like again, Google's not really focusing. Like I know people always like reach out to Google and like fix your video, fix the video on the phones, and I think it's really jacked up for I forgot that guy's name. Damn, he had like he had I can't remember his name, but the guy who usually speaks at like the Made by Google event, like he went out and he said like, yeah, next year we're gonna work on video with the Pixels. Like, why lie to people? Do you guys
Yeah,
have they have no intentions on making videography on pixels as good as still photography. Their main focus is a focus on still photography.
yeah,
Just
but
like
nobody just takes pictures all day. We take videos too. I think,
like
in my opinion, Galaxies have the best video on the Android side. Saying that's
um
just me. I don't know. Uh,
I haven't really used too much of Galaxies like to use them to in that extent to make a judgment on that. I'll have to next time
like,
Carl comes back, I'll have to like borrow one of his Samsungs and like vlog with it
yeah,
for a day.
and like all of my videos you see on my channels on my Fold or my S10 or my S9 or even my S4 back in the day. Like, I never recorded with anything else before because I always thought it was the best camera that I always had. So I rocked out with that, and everybody think it's a professional camera. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
4K 60, especially with 4K at 60, but it's a dope camera, a dope video, it's dope pictures too. But even
Wait,
though the
Michael,
pictures,
you're in the same time zone as me then, because it's 12:35 a.m. over here.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What time zone is that?
This is mountain, I believe, like Arizona
Oh,
mountain time. Because yeah,
oh,
we
okay.
don't change with daylight savings.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
we stay the
You
same. Like
don't have to change your clocks every.
nope. There's only two states that don't have to change their clocks. That's Hawaii and Arizona.
Oh,
They
that's
don't change
dope. That's dope. Yeah.
their,
We still got to change our microwave times every couple times a year.
and that's the thing. We have smart AI technology. Why can't they put that into freaking microwaves and automatically do that for you?
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, the only phone I know that does that is not really as smart was my house phone, for example, or something like that. But before I got all smart with my house phone, but yeah, it was just like, I don't know. Like, how can't they figure that out? Do I got to get an Alexa microwave in order for my time to change by itself?
I'm glad that we don't change time zones here because like in my apartment, so like the light switches, they all have clocks on them. So
And then I
you
got timers on my like my smart light switch. I just replaced with a dimmer switch now, TP-Link Casa. But
oh wow.
I bought like a dimmer switch to replace like my regular TP-Link
Mhm.
switch. It's a way nicer experience in my opinion. Like $5 more is way nicer, and you don't hear the. I know it's a small thing, but you don't hear the clicks and everything when you turn it on and off, and then
Yeah.
it like slowly fades on when you turn it on, slowly fades off, and obviously you can the brightness of it, especially like with incandescent light bulb or something like that. You can get really dim with it, but
Mhm.
I don't know. It's really nice. Definitely gotta
Yep.
check that out if you're not getting a Philips Hue over here. They
Yeah.
get expensive though, quickly.
Oh
That's why
yeah.
you get smart switches.
Yeah, definitely. Remember when what's his name? Armando used to do videos on like on turning his home into a smart home, and he was doing demos of like where he would tell what was it, Tasker to like turn on like movie mode, and so like his living room lights would like dim down, his TV would turn on, it would launch Netflix, and
Oh, yeah.
he had a he had a
That's like
he had
advanced
a
stuff.
popcorn maker in his house, and that thing would turn on and start popping popcorn, and I was like, bro, like he's completely switched his channel over from talking about like smart home tech and smartphones to now just talking about like cinematography,
hmm
cameras and things like that, camcorders that he uses. He switched to that.
A lot of people would get into that, but now you see people doing these smart home stuff like smart home solver, tech, tech Brett, and
Yep.
just other people like that. And they got some really dope tips. That's how I learned a lot of my stuff. Like, I would have never thought to put a sensor in my mailbox and then I figured this out on my own, but using if this then that, I have TTT blank all my Philips Hue lights so I know when Mill's here. But
Oh
I would
wow.
never, yeah, like let me show you right now. Actually, let me go
Yeah.
show you that. Oh, we're gonna take a field trip.
This is like an answer to like people's anxiety when you're waiting for like Amazon packages and stuff to come. You don't ever have to keep checking your phone to see
Look,
if it's delivered. Your lights will blink.
it's right there. Let me turn that up. It's it right there.
Oh,
And
nice.
it off. Slowly dims off. And then I got my little smart smoke detector over here. I open the door here to my linen closet. It's fine. So I can see in there.
Wow.
Close it,
Yeah,
turns it off.
that's
All right.
cool.
Let me see here. I'm gonna head outside. All right. I even got it set for my porch light. Look, now I'm outside and everything. Now it's blinking because it detected motion. But here, I'll show you here in a minute. So, my mailbox. We literally just replaced it today, along with my whatever this thing is called. The not the actual light
Yeah.
bulb, but
Right.
so if I open this, you'll see it. Now it's gonna blink because it's telling. Well, I guess it's not gonna blink. Oh, there we go. It's blinking inside too. You can't really see that, but okay, you can't see it in there,
Oh yeah, yeah,
right?
you can see it.
Mm-hmm. So, and the
Wow.
sensor is right there too. So that's how I know. And I got the little Nest Hello over here.
That is cool. Wait, you just cut out. Oh no, we just lost the trail. That's actually a good idea. Except I live in an apartment complex, so I can't do that because like there's like one giant mailbox, and it looks like a little PO box thing, and everyone's mail goes in there, and they have like the
Yeah,
parcel lockers.
yeah.
Yeah, you got froze for a second.
I left it for apparently from my router. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but that's
it's dope.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's like way more stuff like that, bro. Love this. I love this smart home stuff. It's addicting. It's expensive, but it's addicting.
yeah. So, you just gave me ideas because I'm actually in the market right now of buying my first home.
Oh snap!
So those are things that are like I'm gonna keep in mind to do just to kind of because that's what's gonna happen. Like eventually, my channel is actually gonna start showing like how I install all the smart home technology to
Mm-hmm.
make living in your home much more simpler. For like my kids to handle, for my wife
Mm-hmm.
to handle, and yeah. So first, I
Yeah.
gotta buy a house. Then I'm
Uh,
testing it.
somebody says you still have a house on Latrell. Wow. Yes, I do, and it has Alexa in it.
Your device
It's not
isn't
set up right
registered.
now, but yes, I have a smart Motorola home phone. I just got this like 2 months ago. I talk about this all the time, as you know.
That's
Don't even got Alexa set up on it, which is his main feature right now. I still like to say it's a smart home phone because smartphone or smart home.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just got it because smart home thing. But yeah, I'm at this point, literally all the switches are replaced now. Well, about that the for the lights I don't want to replace with Philips Hues.
Hmm.
You know. So yeah, it's pretty dope stuff. My boy. You should definitely check that out. TP Link Casa. I don't know how you say it. I think it's Casa. But it's like $15 a switch and then $20 for the dimmer.
Okay.
So it's pretty cheap. Well, for smart home stuff anyways.
Yeah. Do me a favor, real quick. Take over the live stream.
All right. Who are you people? Why am I here? Let's see here. Google should improve YouTube Premium, improve their streaming platform, give Netflix some more competition. Uh, yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, they have movies on there, but they don't really promote movies on there that much. Got YouTube TV, but I guess that has nothing to do with Netflix. But what else we got here? I like BlackBerry, and they are teaming up with Onward Mobile to make a new phone in 2021. Yeah, I heard that. It's a 5G phone. Let's see what's up with that. Oh, okay, there we go. We're back. Okay, that was weird. Sorry about that. Let's see. Stay off the streets as much as possible right now. Stay off the streets as much as possible. Right now, there's a lot of pissed off people concerning civil issues, says Michael Loke. Am I saying your name right? Yeah, bro. It's crazy out here right now. Just waiting for Mr. Pixel right now. If you can check out his channel, go and check it out. But yeah, it's 2:45 right now. I'm gonna hop off in a little bit when he gets back, anyways. How many people we got at chat though? Comment if you're still here. I can't pull up YouTube for some reason. I go to the website. That's really stupid. Oh, we got 5 people in the chat, huh? After the 5 people in the chat. But yeah, Phillips you. Dope. Got that one. And then that one. Xbox over there. But I'm not gonna talk about that. And am I getting this? Probably not. Probably the PS5. Yo, my boy Tech Rice, Stefan, what's good, man? My boys in the chat. Go crazy. What's good, boy? What's good, man? My boy Tech Rice here.
Oh yeah. What up?
Yo, 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 yo. Everybody saying yo. Yo.
Yo. Yep.
Gang, gang. Sure. That's my boy, man. You both of y'all my boys, but man, whew. Yeah, bro. He's a cool dude though. Really
Oh
cool
yeah. I've seen his growth.
dude.
I've seen his growth from when he was like under 5K and he rose up to where he's at. So
Mm-hmm. And he had the I'm trying to think. I know like I was talking to him about this. Like when he did his first videos, it was like literally just a phone on top of a cardboard box used as a tripod.
yeah.
But yeah, he grew a lot from these fall videos. Like I remember he blew up from like the what is it? The LGG stylo.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty big for him. What else was big for him? I think a lot of LG stylo videos really. Even though I hated the LGG stylo, I mean,
Stylo and like Metro News.
oh yeah, Metro or used to be Metro PCS.
All right, bro. We love you too, man.
I love, bro. Hop in the chat, bro. I mean, hop in live stream if you can. You still got that link?
I'll drop it in there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey Siri, nobody's talking to you.
I appreciate you holding it down, man. I had to change into my PJs, dude, and get comfortable.
Man.
I went on a date with the wife tonight. We went out to dinner, so and I came back and I did a live stream because she went to go hang out with her friends for the night. So I'm like, cool. Well, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends online. She always makes fun of me because like I don't have friends here in Phoenix. I don't know why. I haven't really made a lot of friends here in Phoenix. Like I had one. He passed away in December of last year. He was my best friend.
Man.
So but yeah.
Rough.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah. No, I mean, I pretty much have come to a point of accepting it. My wife hasn't because that was like her bestest friend. Because she would tell him everything. They would talk all the time. They would text like all day long. You know what I mean? So she still hasn't accepted it.
Man,
it's still hard for her.
Imagine that. I can't imagine that. She a warrior for that one, man.
Yeah, it sucked because like we were at the hospital with him. Like almost every day we were at the hospital with him, and because like see like the thing with him, I'll tell you the story about it. He suffered depression because he was doing his dad's dialysis, and just like one day his dad took a shower and he didn't come out from the bathroom, and they found him and his dad had passed away. And like
Wow.
he blamed himself, because he thought he could have done something better. Maybe he should have done his dialysis more
Yeah.
often than 3 times a week. It was like
That's how everybody feels, bro. Like it's their
yeah.
fault. It's
So like
crazy.
he hid the fact because like he ended up getting a job driving for Postmates and he was doing that. Um, but like like he was a heavy drinker. Like when he would come to my house on the weekends, he could kill like one of those big ass bottles of vodka by himself.
Uh-huh.
And so his sister had asked him, to try and stop drinking. We were asking him to slow down on his drinking, and we didn't know that he was hiding it behind our backs that he was drinking, and plus he was already on medication for depression. It
Yeah.
it started to shut his system down. So when we found out he was in the hospital, we were going there every day to like be with him and everything, and he was getting
Yeah.
better. That's what we didn't understand. Like we went
Yeah.
to go see him one night. We brought him some fruits because he wanted fruits to eat. He was already out of the ICU. The next
Mm-hmm.
morning, his sister messages us on Facebook. She's like, he's back in the ICU, and they don't think he's gonna make it. So
Ooh, man.
we rushed back to the hospital. We were by his side. We were talking to him. Like I was literally like crying like a little kid. I was begging him to fight.
At
Um,
least y'all was there. At least y'all could have. At least
yeah,
y'all was there.
it,
Could have been there.
it sucked for her because like we had to go pick up our kids from school. So
Mm-hmm.
we told his sister we'll be right back. We're gonna get our kids. We went to go get our kids, and we were driving back to the hospital, and we were about like 5 minutes away. And she texted us that he had passed.
Ooh.
And so we went into the room. We said our goodbyes, and my wife has never really been the same since from that. So it was tough.
Oh man. Yeah, bro. My.
All
Oh
right, bro.
man.
I appreciate it, Stefan. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for real. That's gotta be real. I can't
Yeah.
imagine that.
That's why my
Man.
little son tripped out on the podcast this morning because I had Alex on my podcast. My son comes
Mm-hmm.
in here and Sneed was on there. Sneed has already met my son like on the chat. So, and I was introducing like Gene and I was Gene, Apple Watts and all the guys I was in there. And then I went to Alex. I was like, yeah, that's Alex. And he got like super excited because he thought I was talking about my friend Alex that passed away. And I was like, no, 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 no,
Mm-hmm.
that's my friend Alex. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
it was tough.
Wow.
Y'all still streaming?
Sorry to hear, man.
It's only been 2.5 hours on the live stream, bro.
Yeah, 2 hours and 27 minutes and 48 seconds.
Hashtag Team Pixel. Yeah, that is rough. It is. Yeah.
My dad lost his friend to a heavy drinker too, man. And as stupid as this might sound, well, before he died, we actually named my dad really came up with the idea to name our robot vacuum after his dog Gibson. So now we call our robot vacuum Gibson. And yeah, they were really tight, man. And then he died. And then my mom got her own best friend that she talks to all the time. They even gossip all the time, which yeah, gossiping. That's you could say what you want. I don't know. Okay, let me keep talking about different things. But yeah, so they're really best friends. They go to Potawatomi, which is what's it called, hotel and casino out of Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
They go out maybe 30 minutes or so to get over there, and they do everything together. She's still alive, thankfully, but she's been in the hospital a lot recently, which kind of been scaring her because they even grew up like they used to work together. Like maybe over 6 years ago, I want to say at this you probably know what Perkins is,
Yeah.
right? The restaurant. They closed down out here, but yeah, they used to work together. Yeah, they're basically family at this point. I don't know. I can't imagine what would happen if we lost it, bro. I don't even want to think about that, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, it's crazy, crazy times, man. And then we got COVID, of course. That's not helping anything at all.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's why my wife trips out because I mean I have my brother Ruben that lives here, but like he's with his girlfriend. They've been together for about like a year. They're doing good, and he doesn't really come around that much. What up? So now became
Yeah.
you became a YouTube member, Lawrence. Appreciate that.
Hmm.
Appreciate that. I'll add you. To the list. Really appreciate that. But yeah, I don't really like connect with a lot of people here in Phoenix. Like, me hanging out with Carlos, like because like my wife, she always worries about me. She's like, dude, you need to have a social life, and like, I do these podcasts. This is what I dedicate myself to, and then my kids are like my best friends. I was hanging out with my kids and watch movies or watch like whatever game they're playing and try to learn since I'm pushing 40.
Hmm.
I don't know all
I
the stuff they're
guess
playing.
I guess I could kind of hear what she's getting at, you know.
Yeah, she was happy I went out last night. She was like, I came like like you see like some stories like the husband comes home at like 3 o'clock in the morning and the wife gets mad. I was like totally the
Hmm.
opposite. And I came home at 3 o'clock in the morning. She was happy that I stayed out with my friends and had some fun, like Carlos and Ray. And
Yeah.
but like most of the time I chat with everybody on here and I consider everybody on here that's like my friends that comes on the panel, hangs out, and we just, shoot the shit, whatever we want to talk about, we
Hmm.
talk about, and just, people chime in on the chat. Like that's
Show
really it.
us, show us to her one day. Like we're real people, we promise.
Yeah,
But
no,
we'll see you at
I'll talk
CES
to you guys.
one of these years. When COVID doesn't suck, we'll see you at CES. Hopefully.
And Netflix?
Oh
Why?
snap! $5.
$5
Woo.
super chat from Tech Right. Appreciate it, bro. Really do. I really do appreciate it because
Big baller
got
status.
to go to my kids. So y'all just basically gave my kids money to go blow on whatever toy that they want to get or
Hmm.
clothing or whatever. That's where all my money from YouTube goes to. Like literally, that's where it goes to. It goes to them. Just so they
Good
have an
father.
allowance to have something. My oldest son, my second oldest son, he's 14. He's into skateboarding now. So
Oh snap!
yeah, he goes to the skate park on Saturdays for like hours. So literally, I just have him like pack a cooler full of waters and ice and like Powerades and stuff. He grabs a skateboard, he meets his friends, and they skate from like 4 in the afternoon till about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. They get picked up from the skate park.
I like how you're not one of those fathers who just gives their kids a tablet. Like, all right, go run along and play now. Watch your play with
Yeah,
your
no,
Netflix.
my kids got their phones, and they do play their games on their phones, but they have limitations on it. Like I use the
Yeah,
family link to cut off when I don't want them
that's
on anymore to
that's
limit
what
it.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because a lot of parents, they'll just hand them a tablet real quick. Like, all right, go run along and play, whatever, do whatever you want to do.
It's
Watch your
reminded me of
YouTube.
when I was growing up, it was, sit you in front of the TV and, my mom used to do that. So
Yep.
me, my sons, they skateboard, you know what I mean? They picked it up. I never actually thought they would because I used to skateboard a lot when I was young. I still ride. I mean, I still have my board here that my
Oh,
eldest son
yeah.
gave me to ride. I ride it for fun. Like if you ask me to do a kickflip, like you're out your mind. I can't do it anymore. But if I want to go ride around the park just to, ride and just have fun, I take it to the park and I just coast all over the place. Maybe I'll try to, like do like a pop shove it or something, just for the hell of it. But not as heavy as I used to be because like I totally wrecked my ankle when I was 19.
Ooh, my age.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
drunk. This was back in Hawaii. I was drunk. I was
yeah.
with my friends. We were skating at this park and we were leaving. And this is downtown Honolulu. Over by, as a matter of fact, over by where the T-Mobile store was in downtown Honolulu. They had
Mm.
a huge stairs, a set of stairs with a handrail. And I told my friend, I was like, yo, dude, like I'm gonna hit that stairs. He goes, bro, like I wasn't even that good yet. He's like, don't
Yeah.
do it. Like, don't do it. I didn't listen.
Like,
I went.
you idiot. I know what I'm doing.
Yep. I had literally nearly shattered my ankle.
Snap.
So
Woo.
yeah.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. Oh,
Mhm.
man. See, look, my friends tried to get me on a skateboard like a few days ago or something like that. I'm like, oh, no way. Because every time I get on a skateboard, I can't even get my balance on there. I get on there all wobbly and everything. That's why I'd be afraid to
And
get on
when
like electric scooters. I mean, not electric scooters, electric, like what is it called? What's those things called? Boosted boards, like that.
boosted boards, yeah, get one of those and ride those, man. Those things are fun.
Yeah, but it's just like even I tried a skateboard, I tried a longboard, I tried all that. It did not work out.
I am ready for the Pixel 5, but I'm sadly still Google hasn't punched my card for Team Pixel, so I can't relate on getting it from them. But I am saving money so I'm buying the Pixel 5.
I should show you something. Well, I guess I could just tell you. So, Google, for the Team Pixel people, they just sent an email out. Let me see. What did they say? I'm not gonna get
Did they tell you
to
to
it.
update or confirm your address before
Yep,
they ship out?
yep. They said, we have another surprise for the hashtag Team Pixel family. We bet you can guess what it is. Be on the lookout for some exciting news from us soon. So that was 2 days ago. So I was automatically like, oh yeah, it's getting real now. It's coming soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
That's why I
So
built my
yeah,
side project channel so I can do a live reaction on Wednesday when they go through like the Nest home speaker, the Chromecast, Google TV, and then when they finally hit the 4A 5G and the 5. And I don't got to worry about those stupid community guideline warning or strike, because it's actually going to be on my side project channel, which is just where I'm just talking about pixels only on there and just doing like all that kind of stuff.
you can't live stream on there though. I know that. Not yet, anyways, because you're a new channel. Like I
No, I
can't
got
live
it. 'Cause
stream.
I'm live streaming into it right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't live stream the Latrell Jennings, etc., which is under 1,000 subscribers. They said it needs to be over 1,000 or something like that.
I don't know why they did that to you. I just
That's
built my channel yesterday, and then I went to try to do a live stream, and they said I had to wait 24 hours. So like right now on StreamYard, I'm streaming to the Facebook fan page of mine, my main channel, and then to test it out, I linked my side project channel, and that went through. So
man, I would have been on a live stream if I was able to. Man, look, YouTube don't like me. Man, they ain't showing me no type of love, apparently. All
you,
right, then. I see how it is.
YouTube's out of whack. October 23rd, iPhone Day, iPhone 12 Pro Max 256 coming to the. Bro, you want to come on, Lawrence? I'll give you a link to come on. Well, I mean, it's in the chat, but I'll re-put it again. I have no problem re-putting the boom, boom, boom. I
Yeah,
don't know if
bro.
you can see the chat there. You see how it has 3 of them? Aloha Android, Mr. Pixel.
Yeah,
Mr. Pixel
yeah,
is my second channel.
yeah. I see you on. I see the Facebook logo. I didn't even know you had a Facebook page. Honestly.
I built one because for some reason I was live streaming it to my main profile, and it was telling me like because the privacy on my main profile, I wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
comment. So I made a fan page so those on Facebook that follow can actually comment, and I can reply back with the comment.
Yeah. You know what the funny thing is, bro? I got a whole Facebook page, and I'm always on Facebook, but I never touched that Facebook page. I don't know why. I'm already
Okay,
on
bro.
Facebook, but I touch Instagram and my I almost said MySpace. What's wrong with me? And
Dude,
Twitter and stuff
you
like
did
that.
back in the old territories, bro. I remember MySpace and the customizations you can do to your page.
Mm-hmm.
Put a
Uh-huh.
you put you like a music playlist on there, or if you were like an artist, you would put your own music, but you
Mm-hmm.
could do everything, fucking customize that shit. And everyone went to Facebook, and I always wondered why. Like it's just blue and white. You
I'm
couldn't
like,
do nothing with it.
stupid old boring website. Can't even put my music on there. Oh, you idiots. Who
MySpace went even
switches to
more
this
to hell when
junk?
Timberlake bought it. When Justin Timberlake bought MySpace, it just went all to hell after that. I tried to go back to it.
Oh yeah.
What the hell is this?
See, oh bro, completely unrelated, but did you hear about Amazon's new products like the drone security camera?
Mm-mm.
They got a security camera, but it's literally a drone.
What the hell?
So yeah, it just sits in your house and it flies around your house like when you're not home. And if you are home, you can have it, fly around your house, but you'll hear it flying around, so it won't be secretive.
No, you don't have to download StreamYard. What it's going to do is when you click the link, if you're from a mobile phone, it's going to open it up in your whatever browser, Safari or Chrome browser, and you just like plug your name in and the little thing it asks you for it and hit enter, and then it'll bring you on. Or if you're on a computer, it's just going to open up the StreamYard website and just
Can I
click.
share my screen real quick so I can show you these
Yeah.
Amazon products?
Yeah.
All right, let's be real quick. I know I say that every time, and I never end up being real quick. Wait, hold on, I gotta do it again. I promise. It's weird. All right, so check this out, right? So here's the Amazon page. Look at all the new products they announced. So the Echo Show 10, which is like the Google Home Max.
Yeah.
But look at that. So it swivels around, so the camera follows you when you're doing a video call. I thought that was pretty cool. And then I don't know if it works as a security camera or not, like the Google Home does, but obviously you can see there, you can just physically close out the camera and disconnect the microphone. But we also have here, we have a new Fire TV stick, and they also have a Fire TV stick Lite, which is, I want to say, oh, here we go. It's only $10 less, which I mean, I don't really get that. I don't know why that's a thing if it's only $10 less, but all right then. Oh, I guess there's no TV controls. All right then, whatever. Why is it a light then? Just I don't know. But yeah, $40. It's not $50 like it usually is. It's $40. So
Not
about
bad.
$10. That's nice. And
Yeah.
then I don't really know what's new here. It looks like the same exact thing, honestly. But look at this. Look at the new homepage for the Fire Stick. I'll show you here in a minute. Actually, I'll show you here right now. Fire TV Stick home screen. Check out the new revamped home screen here. Look at that. You see that there? Way different. You got the little the blur effects and everything.
Yeah.
That's completely different than what we have now. I love that. It's just way easier to navigate, it looks like. So that's dope. I don't know if it's I don't know when the update's coming out because my Fire TV Stick 4K didn't get yet. But the new Echo Dot, that's a thing. So look at that. It's literally a sphere. It just sits in your room like that.
That
That's a new
reminds me
Echo.
of the Nexus Q. You remember that thing?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I was like, that's so weird. An Echo Dot. That's completely different from the regular Echo Dots now. I think I would get the white, honestly. That just look dope. But yeah,
nice.
that's it. And it come with a clock too, like the other Echoes. Oh, this is it with the clock, $60. You'll see there.
Oh, I
So
like
that's
that
nice.
fact how it has a time like that.
Mm-hmm. They got the
Cool.
Echo, the regular Echo, I think has a clock on it. And then they got the kids edition. Look at this. Look at this. They got different ones you could choose from. We got this tiger. We got the panda. What else we got?
You got
And I
tech.
think that, and then I think Alexa makes you say please to execute commands for the kids edition.
That's actually pretty cool, man.
Uh-huh. Amazon Luna, which is basically, I think it's a competitor to cloud gaming. So basically, what is Google
Competitor
service
Stadia.
called? Yeah, Stadia. Nobody cares about that.
I care about that. What are you talking about?
My bad. Sign up for the early
All good.
access though, so we'll see about that.
I'm scared that Google's gonna kill it like the rest of the services they do. That's my only
Oh
fear.
yeah, I know they'll kill it. I'm just waiting for it.
Don't say that. I bought
Okay.
stuff on that. I play Power Rangers on that.
Snap. I'll stop talking. Snap. Look at this. So Amazon Euro 6. So you was just talking about smart home stuff. So they're coming out with a new mesh system. I'm still trying to figure out what to get. I want the Google Wi-Fi, but for one, it's expensive, and they don't got no Wi-Fi 6. So I'm like, what's up with that? It's like $300 for like 3 of them or something. $350 or something like that for 3 of them for 3 access points. I'm like, y'all is tripping. It got Google Assistant in it, which yeah, cool. Whoop-de-whoop, but damn do. Whoop-de-damn do. Like, so stupid.
Whoop-de-whoop. Are you from the insane clown posse, bro?
I'm like,
whoop-de-whoop.
Whoa. They put so stupid. What is this? Amazon Halo looks like a wellness band or whatever.
Does it show anything on it? Like any type of display or time?
I don't even know. Amazon's so weird. Oh yeah, and they also got a new Echo, like a regular Echo, which is also a sphere. I guess it's kind of like I don't know. I gotta look into this more, but $65. And then yeah, the new Echo. But I was like, whoop-de damn dude. Wow, you put oh god. Oh, whatever. You put Google Assistant in there. Give you a round of applause real quick.
Real, yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't know. I got to figure out some kind of mesh system because my garage door opener in my garage, obviously, I don't know why I just said that, struggling for an internet connection. But
yeah,
I'll figure this out.
well, what's up, man? How you been?
I've been good, man. I've been all right.
I see that McDonald's over there. Was that McDonald's?
No, it's a Powerade from Circle K.
Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. It looked like a cafe drink.
Nah, bro. Bro, I'll eat McDonald's and it will feel like I just like sin the worst sin ever, bro. Like it feels so bad, bro, inside of my body. It's terrible.
Bro, I go to McDonald's. It's like not even an hour later. I'm in the bathroom. I'm like, yeah, nah, never again. And then I had to go ahead and get the chicken nuggets because my friends are pressuring me to go to McDonald's and buy something. But
yeah, bro. I tried the new spicy nuggets and still like
they
were better. Yeah, they were better than the regular nuggets. Especially since like they tend to be like warmer than the regular nuggets because I'll get the regular nuggets and I'll be at home and like they'll just be cold, bro. And I'm like, I don't want to eat this. And then you're like, do I reheat this or do I just throw this away at this point? Like, this is disgusting, bro.
I was like, I'll never ever rewarm something from McDonald's. That's going straight in the garbage.
It's not. It's like you're killing it twice, bro. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's already killed. You gonna kill it again? Oh man. And like that whole Travis Scott meal thing, bro, it's all right. But
you put a piece of bacon.
They threw Travis Scott on there. I'm like, bro, you know what this is? It's literally the same exact thing that they got.
What did they add to the menu, bro? What did they add to the menu other than like a strip of bacon to like the deluxe burger or whatever they call it, like the premium burgers? What did they add, bro? What did they add? Nothing. It's just Travis Scott's like giving it a cosign, bro.
That's what Travis Scott eats.
Yeah, legit.
Idiots.
No, my first wanted that. We went to McDonald's to pick up dinner for the kids because like it was on the weekend. It was last weekend, and I asked my 14-year-old son what he wanted. And he was like, "I want the Travis Scott meal." And I didn't know they were doing this at McDonald's. I guess that's how much of an old fart I am. I'm like, "What the hell is that?"
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, bro, when I saw that, I was like, "No." I was like, "What? This is fake, bro." I thought it was fake the entire time, like legit, bro. I was like, "This is so stupid, bro. I'm sorry, this is dumb." Like, I like Travis Scott, but like.
Oh yeah, let me throw a piece of bacon on this thing and call it Travis Scott meal. No,
throw the chicken. But we don't have deep fryers at home to recook them in the deep fryer.
Yeah, this is what you have first. So you have the popcorn chicken, right? No. We have to rank all the chickens, all the finger food chickens. So we have popcorn chicken, we have chicken nuggets, we have chicken strips, and then we have chicken tenders. And then we have grilled chicken, and then the best chicken of all time is chicken dinos, bro. That's like at the top of it, bro.
Chicken dinos, don't
like you're going to Mastro's, you're like, or you're going to you're going to Mastro's, or you're going to like Morton's or something. You're like, I want the chicken dinos with the blue cheese dressing, with the salad, bro, with the caviar, like
bro the chicken dino slab, bro. That's like getting like the Scooby fruit snacks, bro. I don't know what it is, but that's a whole different type of getting.
Bro, the ones in the silver pack with like they'll have the blue one, bro.
I'm like,
yeah.
Damn it. All right, what's up?
I love stale fruit snacks. Just like ones you can like have in your teeth, bro. They just get stuck. I just like the texture, bro. You know, because it's like you'll eat something, bro, and it's like gone the next second. You know,
I feel like that would piss me off. Like it'd be stuck in my tooth like 12 hours later. I'm like, just pissed off. I can't get at it.
Legit, nah.
Like,
somehow they always find a way to leave my teeth.
I guess, but it's just I'm just picking at it with like my tongue or something. Like, come off, man.
Bro, that's good.
But, bro, I'm trying to look for the memes for that Travis Scott meme. I saw one that was hilarious. I found on Instagram.
Yeah, bro.
It was either my Instagram or somebody sent it in my group chat. But
he was holding that French fry like a mic or whatever. That was jokes.
No, it was like how McDonald's employees feel every time somebody asks for the Travis Scott meal. I'm trying to find it.
McDonald's makes the best coffee frappe. I don't know. I stay clear away from those things, dude. I'm type 2 diabetic. I can't have one of those McCafe things, dude.
I just don't drink coffee. Like I'm not coffee drug addict like all of America is. I don't get it, man. I just wake
I
up
don't
and
either.
then I go about my day.
Literally,
not-
just wake and bake, and you're good for the day, bro. Like you're fine.
Right.
Here
Yeah,
it's
man.
bad.
Wake up.
Here, like I see moms buy like those freaking like frappes from like Starbucks and put it into the hands of a 5-year-old, and I'm looking at them like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
Get
legit,
that out
bro.
of your kid's hand.
That's terrible, bro.
Bro,
That's terrible.
I gave my mom a Keurig. You should have seen how her eyes lit up on Christmas. I was like, oh god, because she's a coffee addict too.
Anything like that, bro. Anything like that, like that gives you a quick dopamine hit, like coffee that kind of wakes you up or whatever like that. It's just it steals from you. I feel like coffee, bro, is even worse than like cigarettes and shit, bro. I'm not even kidding. As far as like a motivation killer, bro, I'm not even kidding, bro.
The thing is, to me, it's just like, just wake up. It's so hard.
Bro, there's nothing better than like waking up, going in some like really cold water and just breathing, bro, for like 10 minutes, bro. Rest
Just
of
get
the
in
day, you feel
shower,
good,
it'll wake
you
you
feel
up.
alive. You had a good 6 to 8 hours. You just breathe in, out,
Mhm.
in, you know,
Or if you live in Wisconsin, just step outside for a minute. That'll wake you up.
bro.
Belly
Bro,
flop in the snow
hey,
real quick.
I want it. Want it, bro.
It'll be like negative 12 degrees outside. You belly flop in the snow. Oh yeah, that'll
Nah,
wake you up.
I can't cap though, bro. Those taste good though. The McDonald's frappes, those are fire. I feel like the Starbucks ones taste better, or the coffee bean ones, bro, because they put like hella caramel in it, dude. You know, back in the day,
See, I
bro,
look at it in the
bro, you get a,
commercial, I'm like,
bro, it's terrible too, bro, because it's not even like, oh, I'll order a venti, and that's like a large cup or a medium cup for McDonald's. It's like, oh, I'll have a large or an extra large at Coffee Bean, and they come out with like a double gulp cup. Like, what the hell do I need that for, bro? That's terrible. Nobody needs that. That's so unnecessary.
it's like the cups you see in what's that show or that one movie they always show us in school? The dude from that goes to McDonald's. What is that show
Oh
called?
yeah, Super Size Me.
Oh yeah, and then they just came out with a new one too. I don't know if they're showing that yet.
I haven't seen it. I seen Super Size Me. I seen that one, boy. I was like, when he threw up on the side of the car, I was like,
yeah,
man.
I was like, bro, I want a Big Mac, you know?
That's like I vowed to never eat McDonald's.
Honestly, that like, bro, that whole thing just like I used to watch that in health class and like life science or whatever. Bro, the entire time I was like, bro, I want some chicken nuggets. I want a double cheeseburger right now. Like legit, bro.
If you do not mind paying higher dollar amount, there is Starbucks. I can't step into Starbucks because I always make fun of the Starbucks people. I always call it's always the basic white girls that go in Starbucks and get their little frappuccinos or whatever. So if they see me walk in there with a Starbucks, like give me a frappuccino, they gonna
remember like the meme days used to be like so like simple and like not toxic. They just said, oh, white girls have like Uggs and like frappuccinos or whatever white girls would be like. Now it's just gotten really dark, bro. Like it's gotten terrible, bro.
For real.
You have to be careful what you share and what you say, man. People's sense of humor has gone.
Oh, definitely,
crazy, dude.
Look at these old TV shows. If these aired any of these days, they would immediately.
It's like you need to be as crazy and as dark as possible to get any sort of like laughter or something, bro. It's insane.
Like 2.5 Men. If they aired that today, they would have immediately been canceled.
Well, bro, you'll go on like 4chan and like you'll see like literal gore threads, bro, of like people getting, you know. And it's like people think that's funny. I'm like, bro, you have to go to like you're sick, bro. You're sick if you like think that's funny. Like you need to find Jesus and like really honestly seek Jesus. Like
I see like memes. I see like Kyle Rittenhouse memes that people think are like legitimately funny. I'm like, bro, that's not cool, bro. I can't be doing that. Yeah. They're like, oh, it's just dark humor. It's all right. I'm not one of those sensitive people that get butthurt over little jokes or whatever, but I was like, oh, come on, man, you can't be doing that. And literally, my friend posted on his Facebook page, And I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna have to unfriend this dude real quick.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about also for the person that was talking about like people being too sensitive or whatever in comedy. I feel like freedom of speech is like should be exercised like crazy. I don't believe in any of this censorship, especially on social media. Like I'm totally against that. I feel like everybody should be able to state their opinion on whatever
Bro,
platform.
do you be seeing what Facebook be on these days, bro? Like blocking people's posts.
Yeah, it's
like
terrible, bro. It's not,
censorship.
it's just we're in a state of tyranny, I guess,
They've
but I don't
been
even want to
ready,
get in
bro.
that. It's
Like,
been that way.
literally,
They ain't ready for that one.
for like the past couple of months, I've been helping my sister, right? Because like in Hawaii, they call it an epidemic, but like sex trafficking for like children has risen pretty high in the state of Hawaii, and also all across the United States. So my sister, like on like just out of her own thing, she goes out, she sign waves to try and spread awareness. She talks with the news about it. And she goes live on Facebook and she like tries to like educate people, give them tips. She comes to me for like cyber tips, like how to, how to protect your children online with social media and things like that. Stay away from catfish, those types of things. And like Facebook literally banned her for talking like that. So like
that's crazy,
bro. Not even like suspended or anything or put them in Facebook jail, as we say. They just banned
politicians them. Using it for the endochrome. I mean, we don't need to talk about that. But
yeah. I mean, she found the workaround. I told her StreamYard, so she went on StreamYard, and that actually let her stream into her Facebook page.
Yeah, it's something like 980,000 kids are abducted each year, and then most of them are put into like sex trafficking and stuff like that. Like that's insane, bro. That's pretty crazy.
That's why my kids are always close to me. Like they don't.
Oh, absolutely. They need to be, bro. Like I'm like, I don't even. I'm so afraid to have kids, bro. Like I know I'm gonna have kids. I don't want to be blessed with that experience.
And then you see
it's so scary, bro. Especially nowadays, it's like insane. Like you can't.
Your parents handing them kids phones and hooking up their Life 360 up to them so they know where they be.
I don't think a kid should have a phone until they're 18, bro. Legit.
I got my little Droid Max when I was like 13, 14.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But we were used as an experiment, bro. With these
bro, you see like
devices.
you'd be seeing 8-years with iPhone 11 Pro Maxes and Galaxy S20 Ultras. I'm like, what is it, man?
It poisons the mind, man. It's not it. There's a lot of things with it that really dilute the mind.
Bro, when I was 8, bro, like I didn't have an Xbox at the time. I doubt it. I was doing things 8-year-olds did. I wasn't out here.
I was playing GameCube, bro. I was watching wrestling, bro. WWE, bro.
Like I was just telling him, he's not one of them parents out here that'll throw their kid in the tablet real quick. Like, all right, go along and play, little Johnny or whatever.
Yeah.
Before this whole pandemic thing, I would actually like kick my son outside to go skate and get outside, and like it was good that he did that too, because like my oldest son, he's like all about health, and everything like that. So when he came to live with me for a while, he got my second oldest son into going to the gym, lifting weights, cardio, skateboarding, all that stuff. My second eldest son lost a huge amount of weight.
Oh snap! It was pretty good influence. See, I just like being outside. Like
listen to my kids out there, bro. Just think about that.
Messes with my mental health if I can't be outside with my friends, bro. Like just being inside the house all day on my Xbox, watching Tech Right on YouTube, watching Tech Right's latest video. Watching Tech Right's latest video on the LG Stylo 6. I mean 5 versus LG Stylo 6 or whatever.
For real,
you know what I'm saying? I gotta be outside, like doing outside things where we walk and I don't know, be people. Even during this pandemic.
Hold on one sec.
Well, I was just watching, bro. Not even that long ago. I'm not even gonna care.
Legit?
Yeah, bro. I'd be liking the videos and all that. I don't pound it like I should.
Bro, I'm like, bro, we haven't like talked one-on-one in a sec, bro. Legit.
Yeah. Look, Look, I see you over here with the how to customize app icons and widgets on iPhone home screen.
Oh yeah, bro.
That trend.
Bro. Yeah, it was. Wade hit me up, right? Wade hit me up, and he's like, bro, I think he has like, let me check how many views he has. First day he got 500,000, bro.
Yeah, bro. I was watching this YouTuber I know. She got like 3.2 million in like one day. I don't get that. How is it?
Watch this. So he's at 703K right now, but he's like, bro, you need to make a video on this, you know? You need to make a video. And I'm like, bro, it's days later. Hopefully I catch the hopefully I catch it though. Hopefully I catch like the search engine because it was like going like and then boom, bro.
People were on there like day one.
Yeah, it hit search, bro. It hit search, and then it just went up. I was like,
yeah. It was just skyrocketing. Imagine that. Like,
did you guys notice the CPMs are so high right now, bro?
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, bro! Like,
I didn't know
it's because like all of the economy is online, which I'm thankful for. But it's like that's crazy, bro. Going full time to this and just putting everything into it, like I didn't think it's like crazy, bro.
Like my revenue been like skyrocketed recently.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? They added a new custom
I've been watching
tab in the YouTube studio.
Bro, man, it's actually gone up quite a bit, and like even like in cars, if you're doing videos on cars, the CPM is like 35.
Yeah,
like Taylor said.
Bro, I've had some days where it's like over 20, bro, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like that's insane, bro. And then we should talk after though, bro, about this because like I feel like we haven't like talked about this stuff in like such a long time.
I mean, I'm actually gonna stop the live stream, but if you guys want to stay in the lobby real quick, so we'll chat because like we're running 3 hours, man. So I'm gonna shut it down right now.
I didn't even know that. Yeah, for sure.
I've been on for 3 hours, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
He was like, Latrell, bro, get on the live stream. I was like, all right, man. All right, I'll hop on. I was like, because I got family over here and everything. You know what I'm saying? I kind of got to get out of my home.
I didn't even know. You should have just told me I had family over here, bro.
It's all good, bro.
Yeah, I'll watch your streams in the morning, Tita.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'll watch them in the morning. Just because it's like so nostalgic, bro. I've been watching them forever. So
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. By the way, everybody, before I end the live stream, though, if you guys don't know them, you guys know them now. You guys got Latrell Jennings, Ascend Tech. You got Tech Right, even though he put himself as anonymous. And everyone knows who you are. If you haven't subscribed to their channels, please do so as well. Thank you, everyone that gave a super chat, including Tech Right for giving one too. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll see you guys for the chat. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning with the Saturday podcast. So yeah, I'll set that up here so that way there's a reminder. But until then, next time, as always, aloha.
Peace out.
Great weekend.